For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New media today, USA Boxing. What's going on, everybody, man? We back, man. The boy is here. The old boy is here, man. Damn, man, I'm sitting here talking today, man. I didn't even send out no notifications, no to promote the show or none of that, bro. Like, man, I was tripping today, man. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going through a lot right now. You know what I mean? So anyways, but that's neither here nor there, man. Salute to everybody that's in the chat, man. We're going to allow YouTube to send out all of the notifications on the chitlin circuit and make sure that everybody get the notification. I got to send this out to Twitter as well. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button, guys. I'm setting up everything right now. Now let me go ahead and share this here. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button for the old boy, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, man, we're gonna have a damn good show today, man. Here's some good news in the sport of boxing. You know, we're gonna cover Canelo and Caleb Plant later on in the week as well. We're gonna talk about that. Got some new stuff that I've been studying, something that was sent to me. I really want to check out about Canelo. But anyways, as it relates to the situation with Tank Davis and Rollie Romero, we do know that Rollie and Tank are not going to fight each other. You know, just based on the allegations that's currently being railed against Rollie Romero. You know, I don't know if it's true or not. We don't know. I'm not going to speak on it because I like to get all of the facts and the details, guys, before I even speak on anything like that. So I'm not going to say much on that. And I don't want to jump out the window. You know me, I like to be right then first. I like to be right then first. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I ain't jumping out the window on no allegations. We'll see what happens. See how it plays out. But Tank is not going to fight Rollie Romero right now, guys, because of that. But I will say this. I just want to know, is he going to fight anyone else? Anyone else? Any of the top guys? I just sent everything out, guys, so I'm good. Any of the top guys? That's what I want to know. You know me. I'm about the fights. We don't do no fanboyism over here. We're not with putting fighters in protective custody. We don't do that shit over here. You see what I'm saying? If you say your guy's the best, okay, prove it. I want to see. So I don't give a damn who it is. I don't give a damn who the fighter is. You know what I mean? You know, because that's the era that I come from. That's the era that I come from, guys. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Everybody rolling in, hollering at the old boy, man. Hey, man, you see, man, my you see my man, yeah, coach in the building, man. You see, Cat Daddy was in the building yesterday, man. You know, one of my OG homeboys was in the building, man. One of the dudes I grew up under when I was a little whippersnapper, man. Cat Daddy was in the building yesterday, man. So I appreciate that. He said that y'all showed us some love yesterday, man. So since y'all showed Cat Daddy some love yesterday, let the old boy, Coach Malachi Williams, on back. Let me go and give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, man, you know, y'all showed the old boy Cat Daddy some love, man. I really appreciate that there, man. I really appreciate y'all did that there for the old boy, man. True. Yeah, I like that, man. I like that. I really like that, man. I really do, man. So anyways, man, let's get into the show, man. But before we do, you know how I got to do it, right? I got to give everybody a shout out. We're going to do the OJ Ju-Man style, man. OJ Ju-Man style. Shout out to pugilism. Hey, okay. Shout out to Chase Money. What's going on, fam? Hey, okay. Chase Money, he said, what up? He said, what up, Tampa in the building. That's right, salute. Hey, okay. Shout out to John McSmith. What's happening, man? Hey, okay. Shout out to Hector Garcia. Hey, okay. T-Town in the building, man. You know I'm from Main Street, man. I'm from Main Street, West Side. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shout out, man. Salute to my brother right there from Chase Money from Tampa. Shout out to Jay Styles in the building. Hey, okay. Shout out to Hector Garcia. Hey, okay. Shout out to Major Key Boxing. What's going on, fam? Hey, okay. Shout out to y'all check out Major Key Boxing as well. Shout out to my brother Charlo. What's happening, fam? Hey, okay. Shout out to Halim from the UK. What's going on, my brother? Hey, okay. Hold on, guys. Yeah, man, Halim in the building. Shout out to Javon Soto. Hey, okay. Shout out to KB. Hey, okay. Shout out to Ali Muhammad. What's going on, bro? Shout out to Romy Rome in the building. Hey, okay. He say that Romy Rome say Cat Cat going to be live Saturday. I don't know, man. I gotta check him out, man. I gotta holler at him and see what his schedule look like to see if Cat Daddy want to go live for the fight Saturday with Canelo and Caleb Plant. I gotta see, man.
Hey, okay.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to hit him up on the sidekick. Shout out to Blue Viper.
Hey, okay.
Blue Viper in the building. What's going on, fam? He say Duck Weather Promotions. Okay. Shout out to Richard Slutsky.
Hey, okay.
Big Rich, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Arm. What's going on? I don't know if that's the left arm or the right arm.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jay Styles. Shout out to Diallo Huggy Bear in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Aquarius Love. What's happening, bro?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Queen Lady Shan in the building. Kaboom.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Emeza. Emeza in the building.
Hey, okay.
Y'all please subscribe to Lady Shan Dunham Season channel as well. Please subscribe. Shout out to DS.
Hey, okay.
Let's see. Shout out to Boxing Fan. Shout out to you, fam.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that 279. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, what's your opinion on Boost Ennis, coach? Oh, Boost Ennis is one of my favorite fighters. Young fighters coming up. I got him and Virgil Ortiz. They're ready. My opinion is that he's ready for a championship fight. Ortiz is ready for a championship fight. And we'll see, if they get those opportunities, will they be able to do to the elite welterweights what they are doing to the lesser known welterweights. You see what I'm saying? So we'll see. But you know what I mean? I'm not with protecting no fighter, man. He said he ready. Throw his ass in there. That's how I look at it. If he say he ready. Throw his ass in there. All of that, yeah, man, what we got to do, see, we got to build you. And you need, you ain't really fought nobody yet. Okay, but damn, if these guys won't fight him, then, he can only fight what's available to him. Right? So that's how I look at it. I'm not with. Now, the advantage that Virgil Ortiz has, he's with a promotional company. So I think Boost is going to have to eventually get with one of these power brokers in the sport of boxing if he want to get the kind of fights he wants. And to be honest with you, that's how it's probably going to have to be. Shout out to Ayanda.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to let's see. Shout out to Ayanda. Okay, yeah, and shout out to John McSmill.
Hey, okay.
And shout out to JBN Boxing News. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that, man. All right, listen, man. Shout out to everybody who's watching this on Twitter as well. Now, got a question I want to ask you guys, right? This gonna make some fanboys upset, and that's fine. That's no problem. I have no problem with that. You know me. I'm not the one to care about what a fanboy thinks. Y'all guys know, you know me. I'm not the one to even worry about that. Shout out to Alex Soto. Shout out to George H.
Hey, okay.
You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I'm not the one to think about that. But shout out to Graham Taylor as well. But I want to ask you guys a question. You see what I'm saying? And like I said before, is Gervonta Davis in the PBC Witness Protection Program? I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. And this is not a knock on Tank, but hey, man, it is what it is. Or will he fight the best in the division? He's at 135 now. We do have some other champions out there, and they are with other promotional companies. Two of the elite fighters are with Top Rank. We're talking about Teofimo and Lomachenko. And then even Richard Comey. I think Comey is with he's not a champion, but he's with Top Rank as well, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Nakatani. Then you have Devin Haney. He's supposed to be a free agent, right? He's supposed to be his own boss. So they say. That's what they say. I don't know. You know what I mean? So, but we got some other elite guys out there. Jojo Diaz, he's over there with Golden Boy. You see what I'm saying? He's over there with Golden Boy. Haney's trying to get a fight with him right now. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I don't even want to talk about those guys, right? I just want to know, is Tank Davis in the Witness Protection Program? And I'm going to tell you exactly where I'm coming from with this. Pause. Tell you exactly where I'm going at with this, right? Now, Gervonta Tank Davis, that you guys know, he was scheduled to fight Rollie Romero on December the 5th. But because of the allegation scandal that Rollie Romero is currently going through right now at the moment, Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe has to find Tank another opponent to fight. Another opponent, right? There's a couple of guys who threw their names out there for the fight, but he's going to have to find another guy to fight, right? Now that Tank Davis has officially chosen to fight at 135 pounds, the lightweight division, and that's a lot of talent in that division, right? Fans want to see Tank fight better competition within the division. Let me repeat this. Now that Tank has finally settled in on which weight he's going to fight at, which is the lightweight division, fans want to see Tank fight better competition within the division. If you are a fan of boxing, you want to see that. If you're a fan of Tank Davis or any other fighter, you want to see him fight the best. That's the only way you would know how good your fighter is. That is the measuring stick. You measure a fighter based on, sorry about that, guys, who they fight. That's how you know who is who and what's what. That's how it's always been, and nothing will change now. Now, no one really gave Rollie Romero a chance to beat Tank Davis anyways. We know that Tank was going to run through this guy, so we believe. I mean, just based on the eye test, just based on Rollie Romero's footwork, how he hops up in the air when he gets ready to throw a hook, just a whole lot of stuff, man, intangibles. Rollie was going to get killed, you know, and that's the overall consensus. No one was sitting back shaking like booty meat, like, you know what, man, this fight 50-50. Nah, we haven't really seen Tank in no 50-50 fights. Haven't seen him in no 50-50 fights. But I understand the Floyd Mayweather model, and we're going to get into that, right? Now, no one gave Rollie Romero a chance to beat Tank anyways, right? Mayweather even said it himself, though, that after Tank beat Mario Barrios, remember that? He beat Mario Barrios in Atlanta, right? Back in June. He said that the good news for Tank fans is that, you know, and I will say this, the good news for Tank fans is that you still will see Tank fight December the 5th. Hopefully. They just got to find an opponent, right? They just got to find an opponent. You see what I'm saying? Now, as I said before, no one really gave Rollie Romero a chance to beat Tank Davis, right? And as far as I'm concerned, from what Floyd does is Floyd seems content on matching Tank Davis up, kind of like, I want to say, like with all in-house fights. And he even said it, as I said before, after the Mario Barrios fight in Atlanta. He just, you know, he's just going to fight. We got, you know, we got plenty of fighters over here, you know, with the PBC and Mayweather Promotions that Tank Davis can fight. I'm not looking to make another promoter rich. You know, we're going to make all the fights over here. You know, so he already said that. He already said that, right? That's fine. Now, I am of the opinion that Tank is a grown-ass man, and as a grown-ass man in the sport of boxing, it has to come a time where you speak up for yourself. All of that sitting back and, I'm just going to let Floyd and them do everything. No. Boots Enos is calling motherfuckers out. Sorry about that, guys. Boots Enos is calling out Crawford. Boots Enos is calling out Errol Spence. He's real vocal, but he don't have a promoter. He's real vocal, right? So I want to see, and Tank can talk, so I want to see him become more vocal. You know what I mean? So we already know this, right? You see what I'm saying? Now, he's going to fight December the 5th. We know this. The bad news is he won't be fighting any of the top lightweights in the division anytime soon. I don't expect him to fight any of the top guys right now, December the 5th, even though we do hear that Devin Haney said that he would be more than glad to come in and fight Tank. I would love to see that fight. You know, Tank is the WBA regular lightweight champion. Devin Haney is the WBC super welterweight champion. So champion versus champion, that'd be a good fight. Unification fight, right? Unification fight, right? You know what I'm saying? Unification fight. Now, but truth be told, we'll probably never see Tank in the ring with the likes of a Devin Haney, or Teofimo Lopez, or Lomachenko, or Richard Comey, or Nakatani. We probably won't see that. Oh hell, maybe even the JoJo Diaz. I'm not sure. You know. Depends on what the relationship like with De La Hoya in the PBC. I don't think De La Hoya is messing with the PBC. Based on, since the PBC took a lot of De La Hoya Golden Boy Promotions fighters. Since the PBC took a lot of their fighters, i.e. through Richard Schaefer, he negotiated a lot of these contracts, and they took over all of these. You know, PBC took all of De La Hoya's fighters. I seriously doubt he's made, I'm not saying he won't do any cross-promotional fights with them, but, you know, probably have to twist his arm in order to get that done. You know what I mean? Now, as I said before, rumor has it that Floyd Mayweather wants to offer JoJo Diaz a contract in order to fight Tank. But JoJo is signed to Golden Boy Promotions, so the chances of that happening is slim to none. Especially after Floyd said that, hey, we only going to focus on doing in-house fights. So I guess maybe he had to change the heart. Now, Devin Haney, again, right? He even, from what we're hearing, Devin Haney even offered to take the fight with Tank Davis on such a short notice for December the 5th. Now, both of these fighters are available. Devin doesn't currently have a fight and opponent, for a fight. And hell, Tank Davis currently doesn't have an opponent, since his opponent is not going to be able to fight. You know what I mean? Both of these fighters are available. Both of them are available right now, right? Because who Tank is fighting next? Rollie's not there. So, they need an opponent, right? But, but as I said before, guys, but we all know that Tank Davis's handlers, I like to call them the handlers, right? The handlers won't let that happen. We know his handlers is Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather is one of the baddest mofos ever put on a pair of gloves. Love Floyd Mayweather. That's my guy. I rocks with Floyd heavy. I like Floyd heavy. Now, I'm not a fanboy of Floyd Mayweather. I remember when he was in the Olympics. I remember when he was Pretty Boy Floyd. when Leonard used to be in the corner with him, wiping the sweat from his forehead, and Leonard used to have a corporate job, and he quit the corporate job in order to work with Floyd, and I remember all of that. A lot of these new booty fans, they don't know nothing about Floyd. They know nothing about it. They know from a Wikipedia standpoint, but that's about it. But that's neither here nor there. You see what I'm saying? Both of these fighters are available, right? But we know Floyd ain't gonna make that fight happen, and Leonard Ellerbe's not gonna make that fight happen. And that he did say that he has plenty of fighters that Tank can fight on the PBC and Mayweather Promotions. So now, if he's offering Jojo Diaz a contract, saying, "Hey, we want to try to make that fight," I want to know, has Floyd all of a sudden had a change of heart? Only time will tell. You see what I'm saying? If you want to work with other promoters. But Gervonta Davis is 25-0 with 24 knockouts. 25-0 with 24 knockouts. And for me, I feel that it is, and this is how I feel, right? I feel that it's time, for me. I feel that it's time, guys, in order to take the training wheels off of Tank and see what he's made of. He's 25-0 with 24 knockouts, so he has knockout power. And I'm going to tell you where I'm coming from with this. If Bruce Ennis and Virgil Ortiz are bold enough, bad enough, to call out the likes of Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, Tank should be calling out Lomachenko. Tank should be calling out Teofimo Lopez. Tank should be calling out Devin Haney. Tank should be calling out Nakatani and all these other guys. He should be calling them out. Tank is a champion, right? WBA regular lightweight champion. And I'm pretty sure he wants to become undisputed. I hope so. Undisputed or at least unified champion. You see what I'm saying? And so this is how I feel about it. He should be calling all of these guys out, especially if he really believes that he's one of the best fighters in the sport of boxing right now today. I feel like this is how I feel. I feel that Tank should step up and take over his career. Stop hiding behind Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe, and let them know that you only want to fight the top-notch competition and the top-notch guys in the division. Let them know that. Say, look here, baby boy, check this out, Floyd. You're my dog, man. You've been doing really good, but I'm 25-0 with 24 knockouts. I'm ready. It's time for me to step up and fight these other guys because I can beat these guys, become unified, or at least become undisputed. But the fighter has to be willing to become vocal. He has to be willing to become vocal, right? Now, if you are a Gervonta Davis fan, you should want him to fight the other champions in the division, right? You can't be wanting other fighters to fight other champions in the division, but then when it comes to your fighter, you don't have a problem with him not fighting the other champions in the division. Same shit with Canelo, saying, I'm not a Canelo fanboy. I hate Canelo Alvarez fanboys. I hate Tyson Fury fanboys. I hate Errol Spence fanboys, Deontay Wilder fanboys, Terrence Crawford fanboys, Anthony Joshua fanboys, Gervonta Davis fanboys. Don't like them. I don't like fanboys, period. Because fanboys do not have an objective bone in their body, right? So I say all that to say this. If you're fighting, if you are a fan of Gervonta Davis or any fighter, you should want them to fight the other champions in the division. Kind of like what, some other guys are doing. Josh Taylor done that. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You should want to see Davis try and unify the division and become undisputed. That's what you should want to do, right? Now, I don't believe in protecting no fighters over here at New Media Today USA Boxing. We don't believe in that. I only want to see the best fight the best. Do you want to know why I want to see the best fight the best? Because in order for the sport of boxing to continue and thrive and flourish, the best fighters have to fight the best fighters, period. This is how it is. This is how it is. So let's talk about it, man. I'm going to go straight to the chat on this here, man. I'm pretty sure I got a whole lot of people panties in the bunch on this, but it is what it is. Big Ronald Finkley, he says, what's great, coach? Cat spraying that S-curl juice. Yeah, man. Yo, Cat Daddy was on here yesterday, man. I'm going to try to get him back. On him. My brother Toon says, he say Tank beats all of them but Shakur. But the only way we gonna know that they gotta fight each other. I'm the type of guy like this, Toon. I don't sit back and think that, and listen, you know what? I take that back. Because some fights you can look at, Toon, and say, yeah, he'll beat all these guys. Especially if you know that these fighters are on a lower level. But when it comes to the elite fighters, it gets a little tricky. Perfect example is Deontay Wilder. As long as Wilder was fighting Arthur Spilkers and, Bermain Steverns and, Johan Duhapis and, Dominique Brazil and, Ortiz King Kong, Ortiz, the boogeyman of the division. Oh, that shit still made me laugh right there to this day. No, he was fighting those guys. It was cool. But then as soon as he stepped up and fought the upper competition, all of that stuff that people thought that he would do, it was a cease and desist. You see what I'm saying? And I know because I bet it on him twice. I bet on the first fight and the second fight. You know what I mean? Third fight, I wasn't falling for the banana tailpipe no more. But you get what I'm saying, though. So it's kind of hard to say that he'll beat all of those guys because when you step up in competition, it's not, you ain't fighting Mario Barrios no more. You know what I mean? When you step up in competition, it becomes a little harder. So I just like to see that. You see what I'm saying? Alex Soto says they should go at it. Jeff Luciella says so the Rollie fight is officially off. No, the fight is not officially off, but Rollie more than likely will not be fighting. He will not be fighting, Jeff, more than likely. He has a whole lot of allegations against him right now. He has a whole lot of allegations against him right now. So I don't know. I don't think he'll be fighting, on this fight, to be honest with you. But the fight hasn't been canceled yet, but you get what I'm saying, though. You know what I mean? Pugilim said Tank versus Rugaro, or Tank versus Matias. Keep it at 140 in-house. Two good experience, building fights for Tank and respectable opponents. Gary Russell Jr. Division Showdown. All three pay-per-view worthy. Okay. No, but he's fighting at 135 now. I think he's settled in at 135. So I don't think he's gonna fight at 140. You know what I mean? So let's see. Alex Soto said, but he don't want that smoke. Julian says he already did call him out. When did he call him out? Okay, that's cool. Well, if he called him out, then okay, then what? Because his other fighter's been calling him out as well. So what's gonna be the next fight then? He called him out, now what? He called him out. Okay, so Tank calling people out. So now what? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. What's next? Well, what's next? If he called him out, what's next? Because I haven't heard him calling him out. I haven't heard him. I haven't heard him calling him out. But that's neither here nor there. Now I tell you what I have heard. I heard Bruce Ennis calling people out. I heard Virgil Ortiz calling people out on national TV. All I know is when they ask Tank Davis who he's going to fight next, from what I see, he looks at Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather do the talking for him. That's what I see. Unless you guys think that, I don't know. Unless you see something I don't see. You know what I mean? Let me see something. All I know is this what I know. Hold on, this what I know. Let's pull this up. Let me see, can I find a receipt to give you an example of what I'm talking about? Let me see, can I find a receipt to give you an example of what I'm talking about? This is what I know. This is what I know, right? Let me see, can I find a receipt to give you an example of what I'm talking about? Where's the receipt at? Receipt. Need some receipts. I'm looking for some receipts. I got one. Gary Russell Jr. said Tank was a cherry picker. That's what Gary Russell Jr. said. Said the man picking cherries. That's what Gary Russell said. Let's see. I honestly feel like that. Let me see something. Where's that? I shot a video on this. Oh, you know what? I'm tripping. My bad. I'm tripping. Sorry about that. Damn, where's the floor? I want to try to show the receipt. You know how I'm a stickler for receipts. And I think, you know what? I think I know where it's at. Damn, where is that? Where that video at? Oh, you know what? Tank Davis versus Mario Barrios press conference. Yeah. Let me find it. KB says, he said, I'm a fan. He say, I'm a fanboy of boxing, not just a fighter. Okay. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bell.
Hey, okay.
He say, so when Tank beats Gary, what's the excuse, coach? Oh, Gary was 126 pounder, right? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. He's a 126 pounder. We're gonna keep that same energy. So when other fighters fight another person who's from a different division, they move up. We got to keep that same energy. If he fight Gary and beat Gary, he's a 126 pounder. You're right. That's gonna be the excuse. Now, if he fight Lomachenko, if he fight Teofimo, if he fight Devin Haney and beat him, guess what? Ain't gonna be no excuse. Ain't gonna be. But listen, but Gary Russell's fight is a 126 pounder. Tank Davis is a 135 pounder. He's a 126 pounder, and Tank Davis is a 135 pounder. So what? Tank is going to move down to 126 to fight him? You know, he said Russell can talk. Haven't fight in a long time. Yeah, Russell ain't fighting nobody. Jerry Russell Jr. ain't fought nobody. Thomas Jones said Gary Russell last fought Ali and Holmes on the card. Hey, no, man, don't say that, man. No, don't say that. No, don't say that. Don't say that. PBC fanboy says Tank is the most protected in boxing. Egg Shake says Tank will fight anybody. Okay. Okay. All right. But you get what I'm saying though. I'm saying he's 25-0, 24 knockouts. He can take his career to his own hands. He can take his career to his own hands. Now let me go ahead and find this video. Hold on, guys. You know me. I'm a stickler for receipts because I don't want nobody thinking I'm capping. But I believe in this kid. I know this kid Tank can fight. You know, you got 25 and 0 with 24 knockouts. You know what I mean? Kind of like Wilder. Wilder had what Wilder was 50-0 with 50 knockouts, something like that. No, 48-0 with 48 knockouts. You know, with Wilder, how that was. Let me see. Let me see. Where is that fight? Oh, you know what? I'm tripping, dog. I'm tripping. I know what it is. I know what happened. I know what happened, guys. I know what happened. I'm tripping. I'm gonna pull it up right here. Let's see. Let me pull it up right here. Because Floyd like to make in-house fights, right? Versus Mario. Floyd like to make in-house fights. About Russell Jr. Is he gonna fight him at 126? Soon, is he gonna if he gonna fight Gary Russell Jr., is he gonna fight him at 126? He said, but Russell said he'll meet Tank at a catch weight. So what that would be his own doing. Yeah. If he said he'll meet him at a catch weight, then so be it. But the thing is, what would be the catch weight? What would be the catch weight though? Well, you know, I don't know. He said Gary's calling Tank a cherry picker, but at least he's fighting. Who are you fighting? No one. Hey, he said, same question I have about Bud. Why didn't he take his career in his own hands? Yeah, I totally agree with that. He could have taken a pay cut to fight Porter and Thurman 3 years ago. Yeah, he could have, but he didn't. So we're gonna keep that same energy. But at the end of the day, why would he take a pay cut when he got a guaranteed contract? He gonna make $4.5 million of per fight. So really, that's kind of dumb to say you can take a pay cut. I ain't taking no goddamn pay cut. If I'm getting a guaranteed purse from this, you know, I ain't taking no pay cut. And then he couldn't have fought Porter or Thurman 3 years ago because he was on the wrong side of the street. Errol Spence exposed that. So this James is not true because Errol Spence exposed that because of Crawford was on the other side of the street, the wrong side of the street. He wasn't gonna get these fights anyways. And also, you know, I mean, I can't say that. I get your narrative though. I get it. I get your narrative, but no, that ain't true. That's not true at all. He said, Coach, what do you think on Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul? Man, I'm not even entertaining that. I'm not even entertaining that. He said, your content is subjective. Okay. If you feel that way, cool. But I'm pretty sure you go to any other Alphabet Boy channel, their content is subjective as well. And if you like it, James, cool. Like my content is not subjective. I'm keeping it right down the middle. But if it's something you don't like, James, holla at you. Ain't no problem, my brother. You know, ain't no problem. Holla at you. Maybe this ain't for you. He said Crawford is worth more than all of the PBC clowns. One thing about me, we don't do no begging over here. He said, come on, Coach, Tank likes being protected. He won't do what you want. Tune says Gary fight once a century. He said Gary fights once a century. He said protect Crawford at all times. Guess what? Crawford is now fighting Sean Porter. So he can't be too protected. He's now fighting Sean Porter. So we're going to see what Crawford about and we're going to see what Sean Porter about. Can't wait for that fight. He said, Coach, when are we going to challenge these promotional companies and sanction the bodies to give us the fights we truly need? But Jonathan, this is the thing though, right? Like the way these sanctioning bodies work, bro, they very, very. I'm gonna be honest with you, fam. They kind of like very corrupt. I have receipts on this shit. I have receipts on this about a lot of these sanctioning bodies, about how they operate. You know what I mean? They take money from different promoters and stuff like that. They have fighters moved up and down in the rankings. They have fighters added and removed from the top 10 rankings. Like, it's just whoever got the money to pay to put their position their fighters. That's what it is. That's what goes on, Jonathan. That's what goes on. You know, to me, I think any of these fighters will fight each other. You see what I'm saying? You know, that's what I think. I think they'll fight each other, but you know, at the end of the day, some of these fighters, you know, they got to be willing to. I mean, you 25-0 with 24 knockouts. If you 25-0, 24 knockouts, I think he's ready. He say Tank is the cherry, not the pick. Nah, Tank, I don't think Tank no cherry, man. He say, Coach, I want to only talk about Tyson Fury. Leon Musa, this what I think you should do. I'm not talking about Tyson Fury today, so what you probably need to do, my brother, is leave, go to a pro Tyson Fury channel, and you can get all your thrills and get your rocks off over there with that. I would just advise you to leave because I ain't talking about Tyson Fury. Egg Shape says Tank undefeated cherry pick champion of the world. Well, he's at 135 now, so you know, Floyd's going to have to be willing. Floyd is going to have to be willing to make these fights with the other fighters. He said, "What you say? What you say about Loma? Comey, bro? I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about." That verse constantly said, "Bud hit too hard, and when he bite down, it's night night." Bud have a mean streak. Yeah, you got a lot of dudes, especially Black Americans. Really, most of the Black Americans on the YouTube, they don't like Crawford. They don't like him, and that's fine. Ain't no problem with that. Thomas Jones says, "Did Tank hit that return a couple of days ago?" You know, let's see. Rod Nail says, "Should I bet 250 on Plant?" Hey man, listen, man, bet to your heart's content. You know what I mean? If that's how you feel, go that way. You know, if that's how you feel, go that way. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, are you talking about Plant for the upset? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't see it. He said, "Any news about heavyweights, just AJ?" Nah, not that I know of. I don't hear nothing about the other heavyweights. Yeah, Dillian White has been cleared to fight. Dillian White has been not cleared to fight, but Dillian White X-rays came back, medical records, and it was proven that he does have an injury, and it was sent to Mauricio Suleiman. As a matter of fact, Shan did a report on that. Yeah, so you know, so the people who saying that that Dillian White is ducking Big Odo. Odo, Big Odo. He said Floyd doesn't want to lose that bag by putting Tank in there with real fighters. You know, shout out. He said I got 1,200 on Plant. Ooh, that's a lot of money, boy. Shout out to Toon for dropping that half for bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, "See a narrative, right? Tank ain't fought no black fighters, but Haney hasn't fought either. Then his Tank looked terrible against Gamboa, but stopped him. Haney couldn't buzz him, but he looked great." Yeah, see this the Tank and the Tank and Toon, the Tank and Haney debate argument, both of them black fighters. So I ain't getting into all that. I see a lot of that shit going on online, Toon, and that's probably with the younger dudes, like the channels who be with the with the Jerry Springer shit. They be having these debates. Yeah, you know, this and that, and what they call each other bitch ass niggas and this and that, and yada yada. Y'all, I'm gonna do this and do that. The whoop. Those channels, they do all that. All that narrative about Haney ain't fought Haney and both of them black fighters. How about Haney and Tank fight each other? How about that? That's where I'm at with it. How about that? How about Haney and Tank fight each other? The battle of the two light skins. You know what I mean? He says, breaking news again, another Monday, and no talk about recent fights. Shut up, man, my main man Retro, man. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
What's going on? Yeah, breaking news. We don't talk about recent fights already, so you probably missed that day. You know what I mean? But guess what, though, Melvin? You can always go to a channel that's talking about recent fights. You don't have to be here. One thing about me, boy, we do not dick ride for no subscribers, and we do not do no dick ride to make people watch the show. If you don't like it, you can feel free to leave. Holla. He said, I get the topic, but why are we aiming at Tank when all of the promoters do the same thing? Protect their prospects. No, you know what, Damien, you're right about that. You're right about that. But the reason why we're talking about it is because right now Tank is getting ready to fight December the 5th. And if you've been on any of my shows, I have said this about several other fighters, about the PBC fighters, how they only have in-house fights, about top-ranked fighters, they only have in-house fights. And I showed countless examples of it. You know what I mean? This is what all of them are doing. You know what I mean? So this is what's going on. But Tank is supposed to fight December the 5th. And, I want to see him, I want to see Tank fight any of those guys. Now, I'm not saying he can get the fight now, of course, because it's so close. But from what I'm hearing, another Devin Haney offered, which we know ain't that going to happen. I'm going to be honest with you, that shit ain't going to happen. I'm going to be honest, that shit ain't going to happen. We know Devin Haney offered, say, hey, I'm available. I'll fight Tank. 2 black men, 2 black brothers, you know what I mean? They can get it on, make a whole lot of money. But I don't see that fight happen. I don't see that fight happen. To be honest with you. Yuri, what you say, fam? You say 11th of December, Loma Comey, bro. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's gonna be a good fight. Comey. Let's see. Man, that's gonna be a tough one there, man. That's gonna be a tough one. Because that boy Comey can fight. That boy Comey can fight. That boy Comey can fight. Let's see. Retro Boxing, he said Graham. Oh, he's sending everybody shout out. James said, you tried to keep me out, coach. I don't like when you got that hat on. You bugging. No, I'm just saying, if you don't like the content, that's all I'm saying. I ain't tripping, bro. I don't trip about it. He said, coach, that's my opinion. But have you noticed Floyd likes a certain fighter? That's who Al is on the board with. Yeah, but the thing is Floyd Mayweather does the same thing. Floyd Mayweather Leonard Ellerbe does the same thing that Bob Arum does. That Don King. Well, I can't really say Don King. Like, as much as I don't like Don King, I got a love-hate relationship with Don King, Jonathan, to be honest with you. Because I like Don King because he gave us the fights, but I hate him because he robbed his fighters. And I have receipts. But at least with Don King, we did get the fight. So, but Don King did a lot of in-house fights as well. This is what's going on. And the reason why I was so excited about, let's see, what fights we had that just happened. I was so excited about the Alexander Usyk fight and Anthony Joshua fight because that was the champion fight and the #1 contender. The best fighting the best. And I was so happy about Tyson Fury fighting Deontay Wilder because it was the best fighting the best. You see what I'm saying? So you can't give me those fights. And then now we got Canelo fighting Caleb Plant Saturday. That's the best fighting the best, right? Caleb Plant is the champion. So all I'm saying is you can't, and now we got Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford fighting each other. That's the best fighting the best, right? Sean Porter's this dog, he this monster, he this killer, he's gonna expose Crawford. That's fine. I hear all of that. So that's the best fighting the best, right? So we getting you see the narrative where I'm going at with this. We getting the best fighting the best, you know what I mean? And that's all. And then we got so that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Shout out to Chris.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said if Tank don't take the fight with Haney, then he ducking. But I would say this. I would say this in defense of Tank because this fight is on such a short notice. I don't know if it'll be it's on short notice of both fighters, to be fair. But I don't know if it'll be wise for Tank to really take a fight such as Devin Haney, a dangerous fight such as Devin Haney so close December the 5th. You see what I'm saying? Because he's gonna need time to prepare for Devin. And I don't know if that should be something that he should take right away, right now, December the 5th, even though Devin Haney did say he's available. And you know, he doesn't have a fight. You know, he's trying to work something out with JoJo Diaz. Now, I do hear that Floyd Mayweather did offer JoJo Diaz a contract. You know, but that's kind of crazy, right? Because Devin Haney, JoJo Diaz is Devin Haney's mandatory. You see what I'm saying? So it seems like Floyd trying to snatch that away from him to fight, to get that name on Tank resume. And that'll be a good fight too, though. He said, when you talk about their favorite fighter, the bodyguards are on alert in the comments.
Okay.
Hey, that's what all of them know. Whether it's Fury, whether it's Canelo, whether it's Spence, whether it's Tank, whether it's Joshua, whether it's I forgot my guy name. Porter, whether it's we seeing it now with Caleb Plant. You know, I get it. It is what it is. Hey, it is what it is. He says, Coach, word on the street is that those Haney contracts are wicked. And that's why he really isn't getting fights, the boogeyman. You know what? I don't know what his contracts look like, Damian. To be honest with you, you know, Devin Haney, according to word on the street, he's his own boss, right? He's his own boss, so I guess he's paying these fighters whatever the amount of money they want. You know, so I don't know. You know, I don't know. Me personally, I think I ain't gonna lie, dog. The Tank hits hard. I think I would pick Haney. I would pick Tank Davis to beat Haney. Tank hits hard and he's quick. I would take Tank Davis to beat Haney. Cause I don't know if Haney can take that punch from I don't know if Haney can take that punch from Tank. You see what I'm saying? And Tank is athletic. It's not like he's you know, this slow guy. Tank is athletic. He's quick. He has damn good footwork. He said, Diverse Content said these promoters are playing hide and seek. But listen, hey, Diverse, check this out. I'm finna break it down to you. If these fighters, all the promoters do this though. Listen, I'm not jumping on Mayweather Promotions. You know, Floyd, my guy. I love Floyd, right? But I'm not jumping on Mayweather Promotions. But he's doing the same goddamn thing that Top Rank done, Don King Promotions done, Duval Promotions. All of them do it, bro. All of them do it. But this is what I'm saying, bro. We got Tyson. We got Anthony Joshua fighting Alexander Usyk. We got that fight. Unified champion fighting the #1 contender, the mandatory. Anytime you fight the mandatory, that's supposed to be a top fighter, right? Well, it's supposed to be, anyways. But we know Usyk we know Usyk is a damn good fighter, right? And then right after that, what do we get? We get Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Damn good classic fight, right? And then we're getting Canelo versus Caleb Plant. This is going to be a classic fight. You know, I got Canelo beating Plant. You know what I mean? But I don't know how it's going to turn out. We never know. You see what I'm saying? But I got Canelo beating Plant, possibly stopping him. But Sweet Hands though, we're gonna give Sweet Hands a shot though over here. We're gonna give Sweet Hands a shot. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna give Sweet Hands a shot. Because Sweet Hands might pull it off. You see what I'm saying? You know, because we know he Floyd, he Floyd Mayweather, he a little bit of Floyd mixed with a little bit of Sugar Ray. You see what I'm saying? So we got that. But all of them doing it. So you see what I'm saying? We're getting these top fights. And I don't want to have a lull. I don't want to have like top fight, Joshua Usyk, top fight, Tyson Fury, Wilder. Top fight, Canelo and Caleb Plant. And then it's like, then top fight, Terrence Crawford versus Sean Porter, right? Everybody expecting that to be a classic. You see what I'm saying? So we get these top fights. That's what I want to, I guess I'm kind of spoiled in a way. You see what I'm saying? He say Don did in-house, but he would go outside the box and going to rip you off. Yeah, listen, because Don King and Bob M, they did business together. He says, Coach, do you think who will win out of Tank versus Teo? Woo! Tank versus Teo styles are very, very similar. Somebody getting knocked out that fight. Somebody, I don't know. Tank can crack and Teo can crack. I think that's a 50-50 fight, to be honest with you. I think that's a 50-50 fight. You'll probably give the edge maybe to Teo because he's been fighting at 135 longer. So he's the natural 135 pounder. You could probably give him that edge there, but I don't really see any advantages that, because Tank is very athletic. Teofimo Lopez is very athletic. Teofimo has damn good footwork. Tank has damn good footwork. Both of them can crack. Both of them can crack. Probably you probably get advantage. You probably get advantage to Teo because he's been at the 135-pound mark, and Tank don't have any advantages over Teofimo Lopez. He doesn't. There's no advantages. There's no advantages there. You see what I'm saying? You know, that fight, that to me, that's truly a 50-50 fight. If Tank fought Devin Haney, I have Tank beating Devin Haney. I think Tank can beat Devin Haney, right? Because I think his style is something else, and then that power he carries. Teofimo, I think that's a different animal. I think that'll be more, you know what I mean? He said, Coach, I repeat, what do you think about Mike Tyson versus Logan Paul? I don't think nothing about that at all. I ain't know, you know, Mike Tyson my guy, but you know what I mean? If they fight each other, that's some money, that's some celebrity money shit. That's all that is, bro. Logan Paul ain't no real guy, no real fighter like that. He said, I think the only 50 fight Tank are is on Loma and Teal. I don't know, man. He said Jay Styles says I think Tank should beat him now because the Alphabet Boys are on Bill's strap. He said on Bill's strap, and finally they got off the train. Oh, okay. Jerry says no promoter except Floyd telling you that their fight is not crossing the street. But hey, listen, Floyd being honest though. I mean, I don't like it, but Floyd being honest. He says, I got 1,200 on Sweet Hands. Woo-hoo-hoo. Boy, you got some faith in Sweet Hands, boy. Whoa, my God. Hey, Sweet Hands, 3 fighters in 1. Hey, listen, man, Sweet Hands, you know what? I just thought about something. Too. I'm like, that Sweet Hands, he mastered the shoulder roll, but Canelo do the shoulder roll as well. So, if Sweet Hands show Canelo the shoulder roll, he familiar with it because he used it in his arsenal as well. So he probably know how to defend that now, especially after he don't fought Floyd. How to attack it. He said Tank and Cuddy Calvin Ford is like having little Iron Mike with cuss. Oh, you talking about you talking about Tank? You talking about Tank trainer? Take Calvin Ford, and Tank would be less focused than AB. Yeah, Calvin really loves Tank. He really loves Tank, and he keep him focused. And to be honest with you, I think that's what Floyd and Leonard are doing. They just try to keep Tank focused, make sure he don't get caught up in anything. But I would love. He said, Coach, Tank will smash Teo. Man, Teo ain't no lightweight guy though. Teo ain't no lightweight guy. You know what I mean? He's not a lightweight. Like he ain't no cherry pick dog. Like that dude can fight. I really don't see any advantages, with Tank. Like I can't look at that fight. Like I can't like the way you look at a real talk. Let me ask you a question. Do you think if Tank fights Teofimo Lopez, is that a 50-50 fight to you? Or is it more like 60-40, 70-30? Like, how do you view that fight? Because you say Tank will smash Teo. Is Teo better than Mario Barrios? You see what I'm saying? Is Teo better than Mario Barrios? Because Tank didn't smash Mario Barrios. He went 11 rounds with him. You see what I'm saying? So, you get what I'm saying, though. He said, I still got Tank knocking out Teo. Okay. Elvis on Mencia says, I'm different. He say different when you fighting top fighters. Yeah, when you fighting top fighters, the things you did at the lower level is totally different. And then, listen, like Wilder's a perfect example. Once he stepped up in competition to fought Tyson Fury, remember he was used to knocking dudes out the right hand. He caught Fury with the right hand. Fury got up twice in the first fight. Second fight, he ate the right hand. Third fight, he got up twice from the right hand when the other guys couldn't get up. Well, I'm not talking about the guys who took a dive against Wilder. If you took a dive, that's something different. You know what I mean? We know Billy Scott and a couple of fighters took a dive, so you get what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the dives. He say 60-40. Okay, all right, real talk. So you say 60-40. So you see Teo and Tank 60-40, 60% going on Tank weight. Okay. He say 60-40. He say Tank knocked out everyone he's faced. Yeah, he did. He knocked out everyone. No. He got 24 knockouts. He got 24 knockouts. He says Rollie got 8 women making the same allegations. Keyword allegations. So we'll see how that turn out. I can't comment on that until I see some actual hard facts, because I don't been down this road before. He said Rollie isn't fighting. Showtime took him off the bill. Yeah, I already knew that. We already knew that ain't happening. So we're trying to sit back and see. We're trying to sit back and see who's going to be that replacement for Tank. Who do you guys think the replacement is going to be? He says, Coach, there is footage of Ton. Is there footage of Teo and Tank born? I haven't seen it. Charm City says 50-50. Yeah, I kind of see that fight 50-50. Like I don't see what they see. I don't see what y'all see. I don't see that he whitewashes Teofimo Lopez. I'm like, damn, did he whitewash Mario Barrios? Did he whitewash Gamboa? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't see that, dog. I don't see that. I'm saying I don't see that. He said, you never saw Tank hurt. Yeah, listen, it's hard to get, okay, hold on. You're right, you never seen Tank hurt. You're right about that. But let me ask you a question, though. Let me ask you a question. Hurt against whom? You never saw him hurt, but hurt against whom, though? Because who you fight matters. He said if his Tank being protected, you have to say yes, although I think Barrios was a legit test purely due to his size and strength. Maybe the training wheels are coming off. In my opinion, Teo is too cute for Tank. Let's say he says I don't see Tank versus Haney. He said Wilder skills and Tank skills are so different. Yeah, you're right about that. I totally agree with that. But the point I'm making is when a fighter, well, listen, this is what happens, right? When you get a fighter that's a knockout artist, especially when you look at throughout the history of boxing, fighters, they knock out artists. They knocking this dude out. They knocking that dude out. And then eventually they get in the ring with someone who can take their punch. And they can't knock that guy out like they did the other guys before them. And then you notice when the guy who known for knocking people out, when they stepped up in competition and they fought a guy who, look, this shit ain't gonna work. What you did to them other dudes?
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fight another ball.
What you did to them other dudes, that shit ain't gonna fly with me, home. I'm gonna eat that. Take this with you. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. From a skill set standpoint, yes, Tank has way better skills than Wilder. But my point I'm trying to make is when you step up in competition, you can't sit back and say that, hey, you see what he did to them other dudes.
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fight another ball.
You see what he did to them other dudes. You see what he did? He stopped such and such. Who was that? Well, he knocked out Joe Blow. Who is Joe Blow? You see what I'm saying? And then said when he fighting this champion, the same thing he did to Joe Blow, he gonna do to this guy who's a champion. And it doesn't a lot of times it doesn't work out like that, bro. It doesn't work out like that. I'm telling you, bro. When these fighters step up and fight tougher competition, a lot of times the guys who you knocked out before, bro, I gave you countless examples. He said, Coach, pull up the Tank sparring Teo. Tank was winning. I don't know when that was, what year that was, and Tank probably won, dominated, whatever. I don't know when that was or what year that was, in sparring. But I'm saying right now, forget the sparring. I want to see Tank and Teo fight. Because if he was winning this sparring, he should be able to win. He should be able to win again. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. He said, but Tank hasn't fought against many good competition. He said, yes. He said, yeah, Tank has skills. Wilder has none. Well, Wilder does have a skill. He got that 1-2 right down the middle. He got that 1-2 right down the middle. He's talking about the step-up fight. He got the 1-2 down the middle. You know what I mean? He said Tank was 18 and Teo was 15. Oh man, come on, man. Wait a minute. Hold on. So Tank was 18, Teo was 15. And how old is Tank now? Tank is born 1994. He's going to be 27 this year. Tank will be 27 November. So when Tank fights in December, he's going to be 27 years old. He's going to be 27 years old. So, bro, that's a long time ago. You're talking about 9 years ago? I can't. Well, like, what does that prove? What? I mean, what does that prove? That was 9 years ago. If they sparred 9 years ago, what does that have to do with them fighting each other now? You know what I mean? I don't. I'm just saying, make it make sense to me. I'm trying to get where you're coming from. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If they fought 2 years ago, I mean, if they sparred they was kids, 18 and 15. If that's the case, I'm like, bro, like Tank gonna be 27 years old. No, he's gonna be 27 in 6 days. Tank birthday is in 6 days. In 6 days, Tank Davis is gonna be 27 years old. So you get what I'm saying? Like, I get it, when he was 18, he whooped them in sparring. He faded T.O., so this is proof that we don't even need to see that fight because he whooped them already in sparring 9 years ago. You get what I'm saying? Like, he says that Tank can't articulate himself well, so he always comes off as nervous in interviews. Nah, you know what? His last interview, he actually can. I thought the same thing, but he actually can speak very well. He can speak. He can speak very well now. I think he probably was just shy of the camera. Ratty, what's it, Ratty or Rady? I think he was just shy of the camera, but he can speak well. His last interview, he spoke real good, bro. Shocked the hell out of me. He spoke real good, and especially now that I know that he can speak well, I'm like, man, he should do more talking for himself. Yeah, he was born November 7th, bro. His birthday in 6 days. His birthday in 6 days. Tank birthday in 6 days. You see what I'm saying? So MB says he fought a lot of amateur fights. He a little punchy already. Hey, Diverse Carter said they're reaching, coach. Bro, that's reaching. But that's reaching, though. That is reaching, though. That, pull it up 9 years ago. He faded T.O. He faded him in sparring. T.O. was 15. He already know what it is. I'm like, bro, hold on. We got to put this in context now. You know what I mean? There's a whole lot of people got their ass whooped when they was 15. And hey, Tyson got beat by quite a few dudes in the amateurs. Then when he caught their ass, and even in the Olympic trials, and then when he caught their ass in the pros, it was a whole nother ball game. So, but you get what I'm saying, though. You get what I'm saying. He say, hold on. Jonathan says, we still haven't gotten the fights we want to see today. Back then they fought. Hold on. Listen, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. So far, we've been getting some good fights. We got Joshua Usyk. That was a good fight. We got Wilder and Fury. That 3, the trilogy. Hopefully we don't have a 4th one. That was a good fight. We have I know I'm forgetting something. We got we have Canelo and Caleb Plant fighting. Hopefully that's gonna be a good fight. We have Porter and Crawford fighting. Hopefully that's gonna be a good fight in Vegas. So we closing the year out strong, bro. Then we're gonna get Comey and what the dude named Lomachenko. That's gonna be a good fight December 11th. So and then Tank, I don't know who Tank gonna fight. So you get what I'm saying, though? I don't know who he gonna fight. But yeah, man, yeah, he say it's a protection program for him. He says Tank needs to put the fire under him before he starts to speak up. Nah, you know what? Let's see. He says amateurs can't be compared. Small sample size of rounds doesn't account for 12-round champion caliber conditioning and pace of fighting. Yeah. I'm just saying though, but you can't get nothing out of something that happened 9 years ago. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. We can't get nothing. Bon Scott says Bo Duck Lewis. Yeah, he did throw the belt in the garbage can, man. He did throw the belt in the garbage can. And then this is the thing though, right? Because right now in the lightweight division, bro, this is why I say this. And this is why I say this. Lomachenko, especially now if Lomachenko fight Comey, I think he has a stronger resume in the lightweight division. He fights everybody. Of course, he lost to Teofimo Lopez. Hopefully we get that rematch next year. Because I definitely want to see that rematch. I definitely want to see that rematch with Teofimo and Lomachenko. That's gonna be the fight next year. That's gonna be the fight to make right there. That's gonna be the fight to make right there. But the mere fact that Tank is right in the 135 division, I think he can push for a lot of good fights. He don't have to worry about not having opponent, so to speak. You know what I mean? But I think he's gonna have to. I think he should just probably speak up for himself and let Floyd know, look here, man. Look here, we need to do this. And I think he'll do it. I still say this, man, that'll be a 50-50 fight with Tank and Teo. That'll be a 50-50 fight. I would edge Teo for the simple fact that he's a true lightweight. And I think he, at the lightweight division, it'll be hard to say that. And then Tank is a champion. He's a champion. He's a WBA regular champion. I know y'all call it the Reggie belt, but hey, it is what it is. You know, Trevor Bryan got the Reggie belt too, right? It is what it is. He's the champion. So, and I'm pretty sure he would want to unify the division or whatever. He said, who was Mayweather protecting Tank? Protecting Tank, him? He's the best at 135. How do you know he's the best at 135? How do you know he's the best at 135? I got a bomb-ass answer for that, too. He says, I'm struggling to come to the understanding to the conclusion of that Mayweather set up Rollie. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're probably talking about somebody in the chat. He says, when Loma beat Teo, it's a lot of mofos going to jump train. Just watch. Yeah, I don't know. Pooh Little says, you can't hate Tank, the kid delivers. No, you can't hate him at all. Can't hate him at all. You really can't hate none of these fighters. You know, a lot of them, you know what I mean? For them to step in the ring, you know. I'm of the mindset, like I said, I come from an era where all the fighters fought each other, so that's the era I come from. He said, Alex Soto says but Tank does sound punch drunk. Yeah, kind of, you know. I don't see him like getting beat a lot, so I don't know. Maybe he's having wars in sparring or whatever the case may be. I don't want to say it's not a Baltimore thing because I know quite a few dudes from B-more. They don't talk like that. Well, everybody don't talk the same way in their respective cities. So I don't know. Ratty says Rollie was zero threat to Tank. Yeah, Tank was gonna knock that boy out because he ain't got no defense. He said I think Lopez can't and shouldn't be at 135 anymore after Cambosos. Lopez been at 35 as a team, and he's getting older and bigger, so 140 to 147 suit Lopez better. Yeah, but you know what, though? This is the thing, Louis James. He don't even want to move up to 140. Lopez said he want to fight Josh Taylor at a catch weight. At a catch weight, dog. At a catch weight. For real, though. He want to fight Josh Taylor at a catch weight. So he don't even want to fight the man at the weight that it, you know. He don't want to fight the man at the weight. You know what I mean? So I think Teo's going to stay at 135. I think Teo's going to stay at 135. Julian says, he said, because Tank got skills. If the knockout don't work, he can still win by points. Wilder can't. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but all I'm saying is this. The brother said that Tank knocks out everybody at 135. Let's say I agree. Okay. In order for me to agree with that, you're going to have to tell me why you believe that way. What is it based on? Is it based on this how I personally feel about him? We're from the same city. I saw how we knocked out how we beat all these other guys. Like, has he fought any of the champions or any other guys, top guys at 135? If you tell me no, then how can you come to a conclusion that he would knock everybody out based on what? That's like me saying Tyson Fury will knock out everybody in the heavyweight division when he hasn't fought everybody in the heavyweight division. Or Crawford will knock out everybody in the welterweight division when he hasn't fought everybody in the welterweight division. And the only way we are going to know for a fact that this fighter the fighter A would beat fighter B, these two fighters will have to fight each other. That's the only way. Unless you guys know something that I don't know. Unless you know that he'll beat them and they don't need to fight, and that's that. Unless, unfortunately, it doesn't work that way in the sport of boxing. Unfortunately. It doesn't work that way in boxing. Shout out to Jawan.
Hey, Okay.
Shout out to Juwan. Jerry says no, Coach. Teal said for all the belts, 2 divisions at catchweight. Teal said he wouldn't move up for Josh. Yeah, no. I saw that. I saw that. No, I got the interview. I got the receipts, bro. I actually got the receipts because I made a video talking about that shit. Teofimo Lopez talking about he'll fight Josh Taylor for all of the belts at a catchweight. Was and Bob Arum called him a smuck. He said, "You can't do that, you smuck." I got the whole interview. I got the receipts on that. He says, "I'm hearing on that Gary Russell wants to be the replacement fighter." I take that over some unknown D-level opponent. But Shamika, but you get what I'm saying though. But Gary Russell fights at 126. He's too small for Tank. I'm just being honest with you. He's too small for Tank. He fight at 126. What Tank gonna do? Tank ain't gonna move down to fight him. Shout out to Dana Jones for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Dana said it's the public school system thing. He said it's a public school system thing in Baltimore City. That's why Tank sounds so funny or slow when he talks. Worst school in the country. I heard a lot about that. I heard that B-more. Well, Baltimore is one of the poorest cities in the country. Violence is out of control. The educational system is one of the worst educational systems in the country. All they know how to do is fight. Well, I ain't gonna say all they know how to do is fight. That'd be stereotyping, so I'm not gonna do that. Because I understand the age that we living in. People get offended very easy. I don't get too fussed. But that's neither here nor there. But you get what I'm saying. That is true. Facts. That is true. Facts. The school system in Baltimore is one of the worst in the goddamn country. Probably, if not the worst in the country. But I get what you're saying, though. He said Tank has undeniable power. Right, I get that, but we saw undeniable power in the heavyweight division. Right? We saw undeniable power when Foreman fought Ali. You get what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't tell me anything. You know what I mean? Well, that doesn't tell me anything. You know what I mean? Like, the only way, and listen, I'm 47 years old, right? And this is how we solve things. And this, when I grew up watching boxing, Salvador Sanchez, all those guys, how you knew that Sugar Ray, Sugar Ray will beat Hearns, or Sugar Ray will beat this guy, beat that guy. How do we know Sugar Ray had to get in the ring and fight him? That's how it works. That's just how it works. You know what I mean? Like, I've never, I'm just saying for me, maybe you guys, I don't know, maybe you guys know something I don't know. He said, all facts, shaking my head. I mean, that's how it works. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, you don't win belts by fans of a fighter saying that, oh man, he'll knock him out. Just give him the belt. That's an automatically victory. No, they got to fight. That's how that works. That's how that works. He said, Wade didn't stop Tank from fighting Leo Santa Cruz, Lord. He said they trolling the brain dead, coach. Yeah. Hey, Jonathan says the Louisiana education system isn't that great neither. Bro, I'm just saying though. He said, no, that's not factual. I don't know what you're talking about. He says, I know people who sound slow, but they're not. Yeah, listen, I'm not saying Tank is slow at all. I'm not saying he's slow at all. I'm not saying that. But the brother who said in the chat, he said the educational system in Baltimore is not good. And guess what? There's a lot of cities that are, but Beefmore is one of them. As a matter of fact, we can look it up just in case there's an argument about this. We can look it up just in case there's an argument about this. This ain't got nothing to do with boxing. Y'all got me all over the goddamn place. Oh, my bad. I put the wrong thing. Let's see. I don't know. Worst educational system. Who is this? Because we could be wrong. We could be wrong. So far, I don't see B-more on here at all. I live Florida, Detroit, Michigan, Riverside, California. What year this is put out? Now this one list I'm looking at, guys, B-more's not on here. Oh, this 2015. Sorry about that. 2015. This 2015. Anyway, let's keep going. Peter Varnock say no education system is good if kids don't want to learn. You can't force them to learn. That is true. He said, Coach, you seen Zepeda versus Vargas fight? Hey, listen, bro. I was shocked. I was shocked, bro. I was shocked. I really was shocked. Just at how he walked right into that knockout. He walked right in, bro. I was like, and I only caught like the highlights of it because Saturday when I took off, I kind of like backed away from everything. I kind of like backed away from everything. You know what I mean? But let me tell you something, man. Let's see. James Burrell said Tank done beat up. He say Tank done beat up Tio when he was 15. All right. He say Coach Leonard Hearns, Benitez, Duran fought each other from 79 to 84. Great there. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They did that. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. They did that. But this is the thing though. This is the thing though, right? He said Detroit. Hold on, I'm finna look it up right now. Yeah, I'm finna look it up right now. So you get a lot of. So all I'm saying is this: Tank is a phenomenal fighter. Leonard Ellerbe and them are. As a matter of fact, let's do this. Let me pull this up. We're gonna put up the worth educational systems in America. Bear with me one moment. We're gonna pull that up too. Finna find it right now. Do I have it here? Oh, here you go, right here. I got it right here, guys. Sorry about that. I got it right here. Post-fight interview. Here you go, right here. Here you go, right here. I got it right here. So Floyd kind of laid it out. And a lot of these fighters, I don't want to say every fighter, but quite a few of some of these fighters, they, the promoters, the way they do things. Hold on, guys. I'm finna get to it right now because I know this is why I said that Mayweather gonna have to take this dude off take off protective custody. Because, and what I mean by that is when a promoter says that, hey, we're not gonna make the fights that the fans want to see, we got plenty of in-house fights that our fighter can continue to fight. I don't want to make another promoter rich or whatever the case may be. To me that don't sound right to me. That sounds like some PC shit. And when a promoter, now it's one thing to do it, but when you just come out and say it in front of everybody, like, he didn't even hide it. Hold on, let me see, can I find it? See, can I find it? Hold on. I got it right. Hold on. I got it right here. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Damn, this shit is. Hold on. I'm trying to. I got the full post press conference right here. Come on, Floyd.
Any more questions?
I got it right here, guys. Let me just find it. I got it right here, guys. Let me just find it. He say sound like I got it right here though. Sound like duck masking to me. You get what I'm saying though. So I want to put everything in its proper context and what Floyd Mayweather said. So that's how I'm looking at that. I don't give a damn who the promoter is. It could be Eddie Hearn. It could be Al Heyman is an advisor. Al Heyman. It could be a particular fighter. It could be Top Rank with old ass goddamn Bob Arum. You guys know I do not like Bob Arum. I don't like Bob at all. Bar worth $300 million. Damn, dog. Like, where is that? It seemed like they cut it out. I got the interview. Look, I got the fight right here, guys. I got the interview right here. It seemed like they cut it out, though. Bear with me one moment, guys. Let's see, can we find this, man? Let's see, can we find this? Let's see, can we find this? Bro, it look like they cut this out, bro. I hope they didn't. You know what? I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. Damn all that. I think this is it right here. I think this is it right here. Sonny Chiba said, I would never purchase a tank fight after that Mayweather statement. Bro, like, and this is the thing that tripped me out, though, about this whole thing. Like, I'm like, dude, Tank at 135 right now, so. And me personally, I think he beat, I think he beat Devin Haney. I think he beat Devin Haney myself. But guess what? Me thinking that he'll beat Devin Haney does not mean that, they don't need to fight because we know he'll beat him. We don't know a goddamn thing. Here you go right here. Here you go right here. I got it. I got it. I don't want nobody thinking I'm capping. I got it right here. So let me go ahead and pull this up. Because I don't want these dudes thinking I'm capping and just, coach his line and all that stuff there. This is why I say is he can continue to keep him in the protective custody program. Because this statement right here is telling me that that this is what's going on. This is what's going on. And in my opinion, this boy is too good of a fighter to even be going through some shit like this.
This is 6-time IFBB.
135. Now, I don't expect Tank to fight any top guy right now for December the 5th. Because truth be told, man, it's going to take some time to. All right, I'm going to play it for you guys so you guys can hear it. I don't see that. I don't see that happening December the 5th. Choosing Cobra says Usyk is going to get beat if he ends up fighting Fury, as well as AJ and White. Once he beats all those hands down, he's the best coach. Best of what? Yeah, he'll be the best in the division, and the best of this era, and the best of wherever you want to start that era at. He'll be the best of that era. He said, why, coach? He shouldn't have been doing all that talking. He said, messed up, coach. Unblock Bless 365. Sorry, Bless. Oh, Bless 365. Who blocked Bless 365? Oh, you messed up? Oh, let me unblock her, man. Who the hell blocked Bless? Let me unblock her right now. Let me unblock Bless right now. Hold on. Let me unblock Bless 365. Bless 365, if you're still listening, sis, I'm going to unblock you right now. Bear with me for a moment, sis. Damn, there's a whole bunch of people, but y'all been blocking like crazy. Bless 365 is... Bless 365 is not blocked. Bless 365 is not blocked. So I don't see her here. Yeah, she's not blocked. Let's make sure. Yeah, she's not blocked. Bless 365 is not blocked. All right, now, I want you guys to hear this. I didn't see his coach today. Oh, okay. So, anyways, this is what I say. This is what I said. This is what I'm saying, guys. Check me out. Nah, I do not own the rights to this material. This is for educational purposes only. This is Tank. This is Tank Davis. Just basically, you know, the reporter's going to ask him a question. Who is it that he wants to fight next? As you know, and this one he was at 140. He fought Mario Barrios. Now he's settled in to 135. So we know we know Tank is a fighter at 135 now, unless he changes his mind or his handlers decides to, hey, listen, we need to go in a different direction. But when Floyd Mayweather said this is why I came up. This is the title of the show. Now, again, I'm not saying that Tank Davis is afraid of Teofimo Lopez, is afraid of Devin Haney, is afraid of any fighter. I'm not saying that at all. So I don't want no one thinking that I'm saying this. I'm talking about specifically, in my opinion, you know, Floyd Mayweather and those guys, they got this guy in protective custody when you don't need to. He's 25-0. He has 24 knockouts. And his power carries. His power went from 130, 135 to 140. So wherever he go at, that power carries. You see what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. So let's hit it. Let's see. Yeah, so you hear Tank about this. So when people tell me that, hey man, he'll run through T.O. and he'll do this and do that, I'm like, bro, like, okay, like, what are you gauging that on? You see what I'm saying? Like, do I want to see the fight? Hell to the yeah, I want to see the fight. I want to see. Bless, I'm glad you're free, sis. I'm glad you're free. Oh no, they are happy. I'm glad you're free. Yeah, you're right about that. You say the audio is abysmal. Yeah, this is let me see something. Let me see, can I do this, bro? Let me see, can I do this? Maybe the audio sounds better. All right, hey, listen. Paul CS, let me know if you can hear this, brother. Let me know if y'all can hear this. You can hear this. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear this. Because I don't know why it sounds like that.
And you said in the ring after that you don't necessarily know what you want next, that you're going to rely on your team. Is there any inkling of anything at all of where you'd like to either fight next as far as 130, 135? Anything at all?
All right. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Real Dude Uprising.
Hey,
Shout out to Real Dude for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Yeah, Real Dude Uprising said it looks like that Tank is the only money show under TMT, and that's why this is going on. You know what? But this is the thing though. Like, Real Dude, they need to, like, I'm not, no, this is Floyd Mayweather. I'm pretty sure he should be able to get more talent, scout the amateurs or whatever, and groom another fighter to come up under Tank. But you get what I'm saying though. But let me let you hear this. Let me let you hear this, guys. Now, the reporter asked Tank, and Tank immediately, and he's talking pretty well to me. He immediately looks over to Floyd Mayweather. So I want you to hear this.
That's basically what it was. If I knew he was soft, I would have got him out of there. And you said in the ring after that you don't necessarily know what you want next, that you're going to rely on your team. Is there any inkling of anything at all of where you'd like to either fight next as far as 130, 135? Anything at all?
Notice how he looks at Floyd.
His team gonna take care of that. That's what they do. I mean, our thing is this. We work smarter, not harder. So everything in-house. Yeah. They work promotions, PBC. I mean, we all one family, so I mean, we're not gonna go nowhere. Maybe another company brings. So we got plenty of fighters. They said 140, 135. We're continue to fight. The fighters that we got to fight. Only that.
See, he didn't want the microphone, so you probably couldn't hear him. The audio sounds terrible. But here you go right here. Basically, the audio sounds terrible, guys, because Floyd didn't want to talk with the microphone. So basically what Floyd is saying is, he said, listen, his team, and they asked, now notice Tank looks at Floyd, because Floyd probably told him, listen, if they ask you any questions about who your next opponent is, look at me. You see what I'm saying? So that's probably what happened. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. He said on Floyd up there looking like Rick Ross. He said, what's with the chains? He looks like he's running for Pharaoh of Egypt. Louis James says, Mayweather said work smarter, not harder. What does work smarter, not harder mean? Johnny Blaze says Tank was looking for parental approval. Nah, what does work smarter, not harder mean? Anybody can tell me that. Floyd didn't want to talk on the microphone. Floyd didn't want to talk on the microphone, guys. So let me take this off of. Floyd didn't want to talk on the microphone, so I know the audio is kind of bad. But what does work smarter, not harder mean? Anybody know what that means? Because I don't want to assume anything. When you hear a promoter say that, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. What does that mean? What does that mean? I know Isaac Bermudez. I'm saying, what does that mean though? What does that mean? He said, I was straight. What does work smarter, not harder mean? I don't want to, you know what I mean? I'm trying to figure it out. Diverse Constantly said they have a gag on tape. No, he was just talking. They don't have a. JBN said, I believe it when Tank Isaac Pitbull Cruz. That would be Tank's banana peel. I just said, what is that? Tank, he said, don't do too much. Don't do too much? He said, don't do too much. He says, work smarter, not harder equals not take hard fights unless forced to. Jules say, don't do too much. What is don't do? What? Boxing G's. Y'all got this up. Oh, easy money versus hard money. But that's still vague, though. What is easy money? What? Give me an example of what easy money is versus what hard money is. That's all that I'm trying to. Like, I don't want no in vagueness. I want like some direct. He says, it means more of a thinker and less of a stinker. What does, I don't understand that. More of a thinker, like meaning to what though? Okay, this is specific. Not taking no hard fights. Okay, bam. That's what that means, right? Can we agree on that? He said, but coach, it depends on the objective. Are they fighting to be legends or rich after boxing? Oh, see, once you say that, what the objective is, that tell the story right there. That tell the story right there. You know, what the objective is.
But this ball been taking the easy matches, fighting other balls.
What Clover Lane say? Hey, Corey Bradley say, he say, it means take the easy fight.
But this ball been taking the easy matches, fighting other balls.
Dragon Legs. Charlo say cherry picking. No, man, we ain't gonna say that about Tank, man. Tank ain't. No, but Tank ain't said. Floyd Mayweather said. Let's see what Floyd Mayweather say. Let's see what Floyd Mayweather say.
What you want next that you're going to, and you said in the ring after that you don't necessarily know what you want next, that you're going to rely on your team. Is there any inkling of anything at all of where you'd like to either fight next as far as 130, 135? Anything at all?
He looking at Floyd.
This team gonna take care of that.
That's what they do.
I mean, our thing is this. We work smarter, not harder. So everything in-house.
Yeah.
They want promotions, PBC. I mean, we all.
He said his team is going to handle that. My thing is this. We believe in working smarter, not harder. I believe in keeping everything in-house. So Mayweather Promotions, PBC, we all one family. So for all of those who don't understand what Floyd Mayweather is saying, Floyd Mayweather was one of my favorite fighters of all time, hands down, top three, right, hands down. What that means is, if another fighter is with another promotional company, if he's a champion, top fighter, Teofimo's with Top Rank, Devin Haney is a free agent, Lomachenko's with Top Rank, Comey is with Top Rank, I think. Yeah, I think Top Rank got all of them. They got all of the lightweights. I think Top Rank controls the lightweight division, to be honest with you. What he's saying is, we're not going to make those fights. We're not going to try to make those fights. We're going to keep Tank fighting the in-house fights that we have on our route. That's what that means. I hope everybody understands that, get that.
One family, so I mean, we're not gonna go nowhere. Maybe another company brings it. So we got plenty of fighters. They said 140, 135, 130, continue to fight. The fighters that we got to fight. Only that. And at the end of the day, I want to enjoy his victories. I mean, I'm just happy to be a part of, of him building his legacy. I can remember when I was on the Canelo tour. I don't know exactly how old you, Ted. Probably like 16. I was a young. I'm sorry, I was a young.
Yeah, so that's it right there. That's Floyd basically saying, "Hey man, look here, man. You know, we believe in working harder, not smarter. I mean, working smarter, not harder. You know, however you want to interpret that now. However you want to interpret that now. Some of y'all say that's cherry picking. Some of y'all say that's ducking.
But this bum is taking the easy matches. Fight another bum.
Will says he needs to leave Pretty Boy if he wants the big fights. But again, that's if he wants the big fights. Southpaw Killer say that is the easy route crap. PBC is a mess. You see what I'm saying? So he says Floyd looks like AB and Mr. T had a baby. Arthur Hawkins says, coach, it means duck the hard fights, take the easy fights, and get all the money you can. Okay. Do anybody agree with that? Anybody agree with that? Duck the hard fights, take the easy fights. This is what Floyd means by it means we believe in working smarter, not harder. I'm not trying to make another promoter rich. I believe in keeping everything in-house. Now, again, Tank Davis is not saying this. This is not Tank Davis saying this, guys. This is Floyd. This is what Floyd Mayweather is saying. So, how do you feel about that? He say, Evis Mencia says that Mayweather doesn't care about legacy. Do you know the crazy part about it, though? When Floyd was a boxer, he cared about legacy. Especially Pretty Boy Floyd. Pretty Boy Floyd and Money Mayweather. But Pretty Boy Floyd was a mother boy. Pretty Boy Floyd was a mother. Like a lot of these dudes, they became Floyd Mayweather fans, money made. They don't know nothing about Pretty Boy. They don't know nothing about Pretty Boy. But you get what I'm saying, though. Edwin says, I don't get it. He has said the promoters get in the way of big fights, and he didn't like when he was young when promoters got in the way. Yeah, but he's a promoter now, Edwin. So things have changed. He's a promoter now. So, he's talking out of the promoter side of the hat. If the fight will be hard, but not worth a lot of money, it's not fighting smart. Oh, okay. He said if the fight will be hard, but not worth a lot of money. Okay. It's not fighting smart. Okay. All right. He said easy touches for money. Easy touches for money. How else can you interpret that statement?
But this bum is taking the easy matches. Fight another bum.
Shout out to Clubber Lane, man. Shout out to Clubber Lane, man. Clubber Lane, man, about the pull-up game, man. Hey, listen. He said, his own legacy, but no one else to be as great as him. You know what I mean? He says, I can't be beat. I won't be beat by a boy's mind. I'm just saying, though. He said, Coach Random, Chisora Ortiz, who you got? I'll go with Ortiz, 50 years old. Del Boy got 11 losses. I'll just go with Del Boy for the hell of it. I'll go with Del Boy for the hell of it. Damien says, the rabbit got the gun now. Hey, Damien, you feel me, though? You feel me, though? This is why I say that. I think they got Tank in the PBC protection program. That's why I say this. Not based on shade, based on what this dude, Floyd Mayweather, said. Floyd Mayweather saying that, hey, listen, he's saying that, hey, listen, man, I believe in fighting. I believe in, we believe in working harder, working smarter, not harder. You know what I mean? So that's what he said. Me as a fan, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Paul CX says, I'm not necessarily duck the hard fights, just ensure you choose to take them at the right time, just like Floyd, Canelo, whichever big name you can think of. Okay, so you're saying all the big names did that. Currently, okay. Fight. So what? So basically, Paul CX says picking the right fights at the right time. So we're gonna fight any fight. So basically, any fight that we think that's gonna be too hard, that we might get beat or lose at, that ain't the right time to fight them. So you're saying just keep picking.
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fight another ball.
Until the right time come, and then we'll. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. Now the good. This is the good news. The good news is this. We got Tyson Fury Wilder trilogy. We got that out the way. That was a classic match. My only problem with that is this. We got a damn good match. Former unified champion Anthony Joshua versus former undisputed cruiserweight champion Alexander Usyk. That was a damn good fight. And then 2 weeks after that, we got Wilder and Fury. Classic fight. And then next we got Canelo and Plant. Hopefully that'll be a classic fight. And then we got Crawford and Porter. You said hopefully that'll be a classic fight. You get what I'm saying? So we get these top fights, and just suppose Wilder or Fury said, you know what, we're gonna wait at the right time. This ain't the time now. You know, don't get me wrong. We do know that Wilder and Fury had 2 fights prior to the 3rd fight. But you get what I'm saying, though. Me as a fan, I want to see the fights. All that other shit about, you know, fighting at the right time, and, you know, 2021, we ain't gonna fight right now. But by the time 2022, by the time 2023, 24 get in, yeah, that's gonna be the right time to, you know, we'll do it then. You see what I'm saying? Like, He said, what he really means is I will pay other fighters to get punched in the face so I don't have to do it and continue to make millions off of dollars. So I work smarter, not harder. Yeah, man. He said, how else can we interpret harder fights? It means they want easier fights for Tank. Yeah. That's how I would interpret it. That's how I interpret it. That's what it means. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Now, Tank ain't saying this, but at this point, listen, at this point in time, you know, when Floyd said that, you know what I would say about Tank? Hey, look here, man, when that dude, listen, look at this.
Where you'd like to either fight next as far as 130.
See what he did? He immediately looked at Floyd. Look at him. Look at this look on his face. He immediately looked at Floyd. Right? Now look at Leonard.
Anything at all?
His team gonna take care of that.
And then Leonard look over there at Floyd. Then Floyd said his team gonna take care of that. At that point, listen. At this moment in time right here, when the question was posed,
like to either fight next as far as 131.
Now, I'm finna tell y'all what I would have did. If I was me being vocal the way I am, and I've been like this all my life, and a reporter asked me, who is it that you want to fight next? You ain't got to worry about me looking over to my right, which that'll be to Tank right. You know, looking at my, listen, yeah, man, look, this is who I want to fight next, dog. Listen, I'm going back down to 135. I'm going to talk it over with my team. This is what I would have said. Listen, man, check this out, baby boy. Right now, I'm going to talk it over with my team. I'm going to talk to Floyd and Leonard. You know, I'm thinking about going back down to 135. We're going to figure out which weight class that we want to settle down in. But whatever weight class we want to settle down in, if I stay at 140, I want to fight Josh Saylor because I'm a champion here now. But if I move back down, you know, I can't make 130 no more, so I'm going to have to get that belt up. But I'm going to go down to 135. If I go to 135, you know, by me being a champion at 135, I want to fight all the top guys. I want to fight the TOs. I beat him up when he was 15. That's what they say. I beat him up when he was 15. I'm going to beat him again. Lomachenko, they talking about he the Matrix and all that there. I want to fight him. Devin Haney, you know, he ain't got no power anyways. I'll smoke that boy. This is what I wanted. This is what I would have said. This is what I would have said. But at the same time, I'm talking over with my team. Now, whatever Floyd said, well, no, this team gonna handle that. Whatever he would have said after that, that's on him. But that would have been my moment to take control of. I'd say, look here, this is what I want. This is what I'm gonna do next. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, though. That would have been my moment. That would have been my moment. That would have been my moment. He looked someone spooked. It's bizarre. Shannon the Kenny. Just imagine Shannon Briggs. Let's go, champ. Pulling up. Look at me, y'all. He looking right at Floyd. Let's go, champ. Yeah, man. He says, I would say Tank has fought two top fighters who were there or close to their primes, Leo and Pedraza. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But we're talking about at 135. We're talking about, you know what I mean? Shout out to 10 Trey.
Hey,
For
okay.
dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, you sound crazy, bro. The right time is when they have a following. Okay. That's why they wanted Ryan. His following matters. Have to sell tickets. Okay. So 10 Trey says I sounded crazy. He said the right time is when they have a following. All right, cool. So now, 10 Trey, I don't know how old you are, brother. I really don't know how old you are. Might be, you probably sound like a, maybe, I don't know how old you are. Might be a teenager or might be in your early 20s. Now, so 10 Trey, this is what we talking about. This is what we talking about. This is what we talking about. What we talking about is this. Oh, hold on, brother. I'm gonna straighten you out right now. Mark Ambrose says, you lying. He say, you lying, coach. Not with me, he's on the line. How the hell I'm lying? How you gonna tell me what I would have said? I'm telling you what I would have said. You don't know me. I'm telling you what I would have said. I'm a very vocal person. That's what I would have said. That doesn't mean I'm gonna mess up the plans that my team have for me, but that's what I would have said. So you lying for saying I'm lying. You know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there. You don't like the content? Holla. Anyways, Trey, he said you sound crazy. He said the right time is when they have a following. Okay, so cool. So now you gotta have a following. You gotta have a following. So Teofimo Lopez don't have a following. So is it about Instagram? Is it about Twitter followers? Because I remember a time when Floyd Mayweather, when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, again, I don't know how old you are. You're probably not that old. But when Pretty Boy Floyd, he couldn't sell tickets to save his life. He wasn't a big draw in the sport of boxing. I remember that. And he took off after he fought Oscar De La Hoya. And I remember Bob Arum used to talk shit about Floyd not being able to sell tickets. He wasn't a draw. I remember that. So I totally don't agree with that. But I guess in this era, you Instagram babies, I know you gotta have a Twitter following and stuff like that. I get it. You gotta have a 10 Twitter following. Well, if you 46, you sound dumb as hell for saying some shit like that. To me, you do. You know what I mean? If that offended you, I apologize. And if you don't come back no more, that's fine. But to me, that sounds crazy to me. Because I'm 47 and I remember that when Floyd couldn't sell tickets. And Floyd was still trying to get these top fighters in the ring. I remember that like it was yesterday. So now it's about, you got to have Twitter followers now? Come on, man. That shit sound crazy to me. But Mario Barrios had a following, though. Exactly. Ain't nobody even know who the hell Mario Barrios was like that on that level. Mario Barrios had a following, though.
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fight another ball.
Boy, hush. Boy, hush. He says, how is Tank an A-side when he don't own the damn belt? Nah, Tank has the WBA regular lightweight title, I think. And the A-side thing will go something similar to, if he's a bigger draw, if Tank is the bigger draw in the equation between the two fighters, then he would be an A-side. That's with any fighter. Any fighter who has a bigger following, a bigger draw, he will always be the A-side to any other fighter that's not a draw. You see what I'm saying? But with somebody tell me that you got to have a bigger Twitter and YouTube and Instagram following and stuff like that. Come on, man, that shit. And I'm not saying that's what that brother's saying, but what the hell bigger following me? Like that shit don't make no sense. You say Mario Barrios had a Latino follower. Boy, hush. Bro, listen, wasn't no Latinos talking about Mario Barrios. I can't find two that was talking about him. I can't find two. They wasn't on the internet like how they go for Canelo Alvarez. Like Canelo is this and Canelo is that. Wasn't nobody around there shooting videos. Mario Barrios. I'm telling you, dog, it's Mario Barrios. Wasn't nobody. Come on, man. That man ain't had no goddamn following. You don't hear nothing about Mario Barrios no more right now. Shout out to Trey.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What are Latinos at, man? Hey, Hector, did Mario Barrios have a Latino following? Did Mario Barrios have a Latino following? Egg shake for him. He said, stop. No, he didn't. Come on, man. Come on, man. He said, yup, and Bob is doing the same thing to Shakur. Yeah, exactly. The promoters are doing this shit. Come on, man. Anybody, man. Somebody help me out with this. Somebody help me out with this. Listen, listen. Evan says that I'm Latino and I never heard of Barrios. Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Listen, man. Y'all, come on. Y'all keep it real with the old boy, man. Keep it real with the old boy, man. Come on, man. Hey, he said, I'm not sure if he means social media followers, coach. Yeah, he might not mean social media followers, but goddamn it, did Mario Barrios have a following? That's all I want to know. Did Mario Barrios have a following? Cause let's say I go with that. Floyd meant that you gotta have a following. That's the only way we want to fight you. That's fighting smarter, not harder. Okay, what kind of following did Mario Barrios have? Trey says I'm not on Twitter. What kind of following did Mario Barrios have? Hector said, hell no, Coach Mario. Listen, I have Latinos in the chat right now, and they telling me that didn't nobody even know who the hell Mario Barrios was. He says, 10 Trey says, but when you on pay-per-view, you have to sell tickets, brother. He's Mexican. They have their country behind them. You are not business-wise. No, I get what you're saying. Oh, okay, hold on. Hold on, Trey. I get what you're saying. Hold on, my brother. Hold on. Hold on, my brother. Hold on. Trey, I get what you're saying, fam.
35.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I hear you. But all I'm saying, my brother, is this. So you're saying that Mario Barrios had a following, which we got some Latino brothers in the chat that are disputing this, right? And so now you're saying that because he's Latino, he has a whole country, he's Mexican, he has a whole country behind him. Okay, let's stop right there. Now, let's stop right there. Hold on. Let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. Let's look this dude up. Mario Barrios is American. Now, he was born in San Antonio, Texas. So I know what you're going to say. Well, he's Mexican. He was born in Texas. Texas is Mexico. Yada, 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 yada. I'm telling you, this dude right here, Mario Barrios, didn't have no following at all. I'm just trying to, what country he had behind him? What country did he have behind him? That's all I'm saying, fam. What country? Listen, this Hector. Hector said, I'm Mexican and never heard of Barrios. Well, okay, explain to me how Hector has never heard of Mario Barrios. He says the only person I remember ever talking about him was Sheldon. Exactly. Sheldon picked Mario Barrios to beat Tank Davis. Hey, Sheldon knew who he was, but the other brothers and sisters from Mexico, and even born here in America, other Mexicans, they didn't even know who he was. That's all I'm saying. So I can't go for, you got to have a following. Well, shit, what kind of following Mario Barrios had? That's all I'm saying. All right, now he said he was an undefeated champ. Okay, cool. So now he had a following. He had a whole country behind him. Now he was undefeated champ. Okay, cool. I get that. Now he's undefeated champ. Okay, that is true. He was an undefeated champ. At the fan, we don't care about the following, the management problem. We want our money's worth, and I refuse to pay for lackluster fights. Listen, but guess what? There are some fans out there who put their fighters in protective custody. They don't feel the same way you feel. I'm with you on that, though, fam. I'm with you on that. True. Oh, shout out to Evans Mencia for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said to grade top fighters, now we have to check their social media follows. New rule from the WBC. Yeah, okay. Okay, you know what? Because some dudes are saying that. Because I remember a debate that Devin Haney had with Teofimo Lopez, and he told Teofimo, I got more followers than you. Like, literally, he said this shit. I have more followers than you. That's all I'm saying. Arthur, he said, Coach, Floyd Mayweather beat Oscar De La Hoya and Enrique Hatton. They both had big followers. And Manny Pacquiao. Yes, they did. Canelo had a big following, too. Yes. Floyd was smart. Floyd was real smart. But that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, dog. So I get it. I get it. You got to have a following. We want somebody who brings something to the table. For me to, in order for me to believe that, you're going to have to tell me what did Mario Barrios bring to the table. Now, one brother made a good argument. He said that Mario Barrios was an undefeated champion. That's a good argument. That's a good argument. And you know what? I can run with that. I can run with that. I can run with that. He's an undefeated champion, but don't tell me he had a following. Because there's a whole bunch of brothers and sisters right here in the chat. They never heard of the dude. MB says, people get it twisted. Just because they fight as Mexican don't mean the whole country gonna support. Exactly. I know that for a fact, and I'm not even Mexican. That's only for the top tier fighters, just like every other culture. Exactly, man. Man, let's get this man a round of applause. Let's get this man a round of applause, man. MB, you took the words right out of my mouth. MB. Let's give MB a round of applause. MB hit the nail right on the head. Now you know who say this? Black Americans. A lot of black Americans, you know, well, you know what? I don't want to say. Yes, I will say that. Some black Americans believe this notion that you could just pick a regular fighter from America that's of Mexican descent or a regular fighter out of Mexico, and immediately when you fight him, his whole country gonna be backing him. Now, I know better than that. Ain't nobody gonna be backing you just because you're from Mexico. They're gonna back you if you are a top tier fighter. Now, you may bring a fan or two out or whatever the case may be, but if you ain't no Julio Cesar Chavez, Canelo Alvarez, right here in America, Oscar De La Hoya, these top guys, Juan Manuel Marquez, you know, Antonio Barrera, like those top guys. That's what I remember. That's what I know. You know, yeah, they just think that, you know. And that's true. That's facts. Hold on, man. That's facts, bro. That's facts, bro. That's facts. That's facts, bro. That's just facts. I'm not even Mexican, bro, and I know that. That's facts, bro. They just, you know, he said, how anyone ever sat back and said, damn, I can't wait for the next Barrios fight. Johnny Blaze. oh, man. Hey, Edwin says, Floyd speaking for his fighters. Floyd speaking for his fighters are all PBC protected fighters from Canelo because they are separate promotions. No, he's saying that they are the same. You know, they are the same. He's saying that they are the same. Shout out to Jerry.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Ryan is the king of Instagram. Does that mean he's an A-side the tank? You know what? That's a good question, bro. Because I don't, in this era, I don't know what A-side is no more. I really don't, man. I don't know. I don't know. He says Coach, Mayweather's team made a big deal about Tank jumping up 2 weight classes. That's what sold the fight, the undefeated champion. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, but okay, well, tell me that. Tell me that. He jumped up 2 weight classes to fight the undefeated champion. Tell me that. But don't tell me because Mario Barrios had a country backing him. Because he didn't. He's from America. He's from Latino descent. No, he's from America. He's Latino. He's Latin American. He's I don't know if he's Mexican. I don't know if he's Mexican. But they say he's a Mexican American. Right? He was born right here in America, just like Oscar De La Hoya. And guess what? Last time I checked, Mario Barrios was no Oscar De La Hoya. I ain't never even heard of the dude, dog. I never heard of the dude. I'm just being honest with you. Shout out to Toon.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that half a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Toon says, okay, yeah. All right, Toon says that saying people bash Tank won't say nothing about fielding the Yildirim, won't say nothing about Haney resume, or the fact that he got handed the belt, or Triple G horror resume, or on fact that Ryan ducked Tank or Pop. Hey, you know what though, Toon? You're talking about those people. I know you're not talking about me because I speak on all of this. I spoke on all of this. I got almost 400 videos in my playlist that tell you that. So I know you're referring that to the people who who this message is pretty much referring to. Because you know, I call Ryan Garcia an Instagram model. He's not even a boxer, right? Triple G, his resume. We looked at his resume yesterday. He fought some top guys. He fought Lomachenko. He fought Daniel Jacobs. He fought Canelo twice. You know, he had some Fuck Kell Brook, but Kell Brook had to move up and weight. You know, outside of those fighters, his resume is, you know, so. I give you that. I give you that. You know, I ripped Canelo on his Rocky Fielding and Yildirim. You already, I'd have been there, done that, so I don't have to relitigate that. But you get what I'm saying, though. But I'm not bashing Tank though. But I know you're talking about the people who bash him. He said Barrio was the easiest champ for Tank to get another belt in another division. Yeah, I get that, but tell me that though. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is tell me that. Don't tell me that this guy had this strong following. The whole Mexico was behind him. And you know, come on, man. I mean, it's a million Mexicans didn't even know who the hell this dude was. You know what I'm saying? You know. He said shout out to No More Champion. He said shout out to Unreal Dude Uprising for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said the best versus the best days are done. Promoters are trying to protect the undefeated fighter. It's killing the sports fighter. Yeah, but you know what though? Check this out, Real Dude. I'm kind of hopeful because we did get the Joshua Usyk. Well, Joshua always fight the top guys anyways that he can get his hands on. He's mandatory. So we got Wilder Fury 3, the trilogy. So we got a good fight with that. We got Canelo, unified champion versus Caleb Plant champion, you know, IBF champion. So we get it. The year's closing out pretty strong. Yeah, we got Crawford and Spence, Crawford and not Spence, Crawford and Porter. So the year is closing out kind of strong, and I'm kind of hopeful. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Hector says, Coach, to be fair, in Mexico, even Ryan Garcia, nobody knows him. That's facts. What does one guy say that, you know, I don't know, bro. Okay, I'm just sitting back. I just sit back and all I'm saying is when you're telling me that the guy had a following, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I'm not even talking about Tank. I'm talking about just what, you know, the protective custody that Floyd Mayweather got him under. The protective custody that I see Floyd Mayweather got him under. Because as soon as they asked him the question, he immediately looked to his right. Well, that's my left. Looked to his right like that and looked at Floyd. So he says all 200K who bought the pay-per-view were all Tank fans. They damn sure were Mario Barrios fans. You know, they damn so. He said belts don't mean anymore. It's all about if you can draw. I guess you can draw. If you're a big draw, everyone wants to fight you. I kind of agree with that, and I don't agree with that because, you know, Mario Barrios ain't got no follow. Especially in Atlanta. You see what I'm saying? In Atlanta, you know, you're talking about black Atlanta. Ain't nothing but black folks in Atlanta. In Atlanta, Mario Barrios, child, please. He said, do you think Crawford and Spence should take a detour from unification and undisputed to fight Enos right now? Enos is a high risk, low reward. That boy Jerron Boost Enos is a problem. Him and Virgil Ortiz. And it is my opinion. It's not a fact because this fight hasn't happened. It is my opinion. And Terrence Crawford is my favorite fighter, Mike Jones. Terrence Crawford is my favorite fighter. But it is of my opinion that Boost Enos and Virgil Ortiz is a problem for Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. And I think those two guys are going to run them off the block. I hope not. I hope we get those fights, but I don't see them fighting them, bro. I just don't see them fighting them, bro. I don't see them fighting them. I don't see them fighting them. Now, Virgil Ortiz is ranked number 1 in the WBO rankings. He might have a better chance of fighting Crawford. If Crawford can beat Porter, he might have a better chance of fighting Crawford because he's number 1 and the WBO can mandate that. But Boots ain't gonna get Bud. I mean, he's not gonna get Errol Spence. Me personally, I think that Boots Ennis is a monster. I think Virgil Ortiz is a monster. And to me, I think those two guys, they are the future of the welterweight division. And I think that they are just as talented as Crawford and Errol Spence. Now, they may not have the experience, but you know. Shout out to Trey. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said if you're 47, you should calm down. Leonard took 5 years to fight Hagler. Yes, I know that, but look at all the people who Leonard fought and look at all the people who Hagler fought prior. Hagler had 40-something fights before he became a champion. Tank gonna knock him down in due time. Mexican still bought it. Yeah, sound good. It sound good. I hear what you're saying. It sound good, but we just agree to disagree on that. Tank getting paid more than any fighter you can name in this weight class. Though while doing business with TMT. Yeah, I have no proof I don't know how much Tank is getting paid. So unless you the accountant, Charm City, unless you work for TMT and you know exactly what's in Tank Davis's contract and how much money he's getting paid, I'm not privy to that information. So I don't know how much Tank Davis is getting paid. I don't have any facts on whether he's making more money than anybody in the lightweight division, but maybe you know something I don't know from a paperwork standpoint. Maybe that's something that you know, my brother. I don't know anything about that. You know what I mean? All I know is all I give a damn is about seeing on the fights. That's all I care about. You know what I mean? So maybe you work for them and you know something I don't know, or I don't know. He said, "Yo, coach, busy day, baby, working while listening." Yeah, what's up, man? Shout out to Chick, man.
Hey,
Shout out to Chick. Jonathan says, coach, you all right. We did get Charlo versus Castagna for undisputed. Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. Fam. Thank you for reminding me of that. We got Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders, and we got Charlo versus Castagna. Yeah. I forgot all about that, fam. Oh, I forgot all about that. That was a damn good fight, bro. That was a damn good fight. Damn good fight. I like that. That was a damn good fight. I like that. He said, why unify when you can move up onto the next weight class and take on the champ first and fight that way? And Castillo, 9-pound disadvantage. Okay, all that's cool in that. All that's cool in that, right? But guess what? There was another champ, undisputed champion by the name of Josh Taylor as well. So I'm glad you brought that up. So hopefully we can see that. But Leonard Ellerbe said Josh Taylor is nobody, so that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. He said, your thoughts on the Alphabet Boys trying to put Bud's name in Boot's mouth, knowing damn well Boot said arrow in the IBL. Listen, man, it is what it is. But them dudes, they have a protective custody program. They have a protective custody program for all PBC fighters. That's what they do. Shout out to Jonathan Simon for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Oh,
Playtime's over, boy.
I forgot all about that, dog. We did get Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez. Yes, I forgot all about that. I forgot all about Josh Taylor. He said at the end of the day, what are the legacy fights for Tanks? Well, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney. Your legacy fights are the best guys who are in your division. That's how. Like this is like perfect example is you look at the legacy fights that Sugar Ray Leonard had. You look at the legacy fights that Hearns had. I mean, you look at the legacy fights that Hagler had. Roberto Duran. Salvador Sanchez, he lost his life early at 82. Julio Cesar Chavez. Pernell Whitaker, Roy Jones Jr. These are examples of legacy fights. So, Tank Davis, I think now that he's settled in at 135, Floyd Mayweather need to take the leash off of him. Take the leash off of him. Yeah, Pac-Man Ugas. I think people was kind of disappointed in that Pac-Man Ugas fight. I think people was kind of disappointed in that Pac-Man Ugas fight, man, because people wanted to see Errol Spence there. He said on the Tank fight did 210,000 pay-per-view buys, so not only did Mexicans not buy it, but nobody bought it. He said Tank got $1 million his last fight. Yeah, I don't know what that's what they showed on the record books, but I was always told Southpaw Killer, what these promoters, what they, how they promote your fight purse, like this is the guaranteed purse, this fighter's getting paid. Don't hold no stock in that. Because what they say you're guaranteed to get paid and what it is be two different things. But I get what you're saying, though. We can only go by what they have on the record. So you're right about that. Tank did get paid $1 million. Guaranteed. That was his guaranteed purse. And Mario Barrios got paid $500,000. That was his guaranteed purse. And then the pay-per-view did 210,000. So if it did that, he don't get paid. The fighter, if the fighter gets a percentage of the pay-per-view, remember, the promotional company and the networks have to do what? Recoup their money with the profit, right? They have to recoup their money with their profit. So let's say that a fighter gets a percentage of the pay-per-view. We will only get a percentage of the pay-per-view once the networks and the promoter get their cut. Once they get their cut, then whatever is left over, the fighters get a split of that. Sometimes it may not be nothing left over because the promoters and the networks say, look here, baby boy, you only did 210,000. This ain't enough to cover the pie. We needed you to do 250,000. We needed you to do 300,000 in order for us to recoup our money. We lost money on this fight. So you ain't gonna get the percentage of the pay-per-view. There's nothing there because we lost money on this fight. Oh, Jonathan, hold on. He said, who said they sent me a super chat? Jonathan, I got you, homie. Shout out to Jonathan.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, you're right. We did get Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez, Charlo Castano. Yeah. I had said this one, fam. For Undisputed this year. Yeah, I had said this one. Yeah, man. But that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I say I don't know exactly what they making, because we don't know exactly what the recoupment money is. We're not privy to that information. Maybe this brother here know more about it than I do, but we're not privy to that information. We're not privy to that information, so you know what I mean? He says Zepeda wants on that smoke, calling out Josh Taylor. Yeah, that'll be a damn good fight. I would love to see that fight, and I think Josh Taylor will fight him. Josh Taylor got to fight this fight is mandatory first. And I think Carvajal or something like that, he got to fight his mandatory first, and then, yeah, absolutely. I want to see that fight. Now, Josh Taylor going to fight. Josh Taylor fought in the tournament. He fought in the tournament, fought the best in 140 pounds. He fought in the tournament. He got it the hard way. So we know what that boy there about. He says, I'm just wondering if you're the coach that Moni Brown mentions. No, I don't even know who Moni Brown is. He's not mentioning me. He might be talking about somebody else. He says, De La Hoya probably has the best resume. Hey, let's pull that up, man. Listen, this all I'm saying, fam. Like, it's a new era, though, dog. Like, right now, let's pull up De La Hoya. See these dudes here, man. De La Hoya. See these cats right here, man. Like, we gotta school these little young whippersnappers, man. They don't be knowing that. And even some of these older dudes, like, they be talking crazy, dog. Like, damn. Wow, how you say that? You know what I mean? You know, I was around in 52, and they for real, why you say this shit then? So anyways, this De La Hoya right here, the Golden Boy, is what they called him. The Golden Boy. Now, in the first fight, you're going to be fighting bums. Well, he fought Jeff Mayweather right here, which is Floyd Mayweather's uncle. He beat Jeff. TKO stopped him in the 4th round. We ain't going to go here. De La Hoya. This De La Hoya right here, man. This De La Hoya. We gonna get to the big names. De La Hoya, you know, a lot of people didn't like a lot of the brothers and sisters from Mexico. They didn't like De La Hoya from Mexico because he was American. Jesse James Lejas, you know what I mean? Julio Cesar Chavez, they really hated De La Hoya right here when this was in 95, 96. This 96 right here. When he beat Julio Cesar Chavez, they hated De La Hoya. Hell, even I hated De La Hoya. I ain't want to see him beat Chavez like that. They stopped the fight. TKO stoppage. But De La Hoya, look at who he fought. Pernell Whitaker, my guy Pernell. Sweet Pea beat his ass, in my opinion. You know what I mean? They stole that from a dog. Now that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. They robbed Sweet Pea. You wasn't gonna beat De La Hoya in Vegas at that time, right? He fought Hector Camacho, Wilfredo Rivera, Julio Cesar Chavez again. He fought him again. He fought Julio Cesar Chavez twice. Stopped him in the 8th round. He fought Ike Corte. I thought Ike Corte beat De La Hoya. He fought Obercar, Felix Trinidad. He lost that one. Really, he was winning, but he ran the last 3 rounds. That's what lost it for. Now, Felix Trinidad was a Don King fighter. De La Hoya was a top-ranked fighter with Bob Arum. They was there to make that fight happen. He fought Shane Mosley. He fought Arturo Gatti. Look at the names on Floyd. Look at the name on De La Hoya's resume. Fernando Vargas. Yori boy on Campos. He fought Shane Mosley again and lost. Felix Storm. He fought Bernard Hopkins and lost. I remember that fight. I love that fight there. B-Hop stopped him with a body shot. Remember that one. He fought Ricardo on Mayorga, beat the brakes off of him. Fought Floyd Mayweather. This is when Floyd Mayweather, fought De La Hoya and beat him. This is when he became, right after that, shortly after that, he became money made and took it to another level. Steve Forbes, and then he got retired against Manny Pacquiao. Then look at who De La Hoya fought. Look at who De La Hoya fought. He says he beat U-Trip, he beat Ike. Hell no, he ain't beat no Ike Cortez, man. Hell no. And he ain't beat Pernell with a Canese. But that's my opinion, though. Of course, he beat him on paper, but you know, that's my opinion. We ain't got to agree. He said Oscar beat Floyd. It was a close fight. This is when Floyd took it to the next level. Now, let's go over here. Let's go over here. See, when you see Manny Pacquiao, it ain't even fair to pull up Manny Pacquiao. I'm not even going, it ain't even fair. It ain't even fair. Like, this is what tripped me out with Floyd Mayweather. See, I remember when he was money made. I mean, a Pretty Boy Floyd. See, a lot of these dudes who fans of Floyd Mayweather, they don't know Pretty Boy Floyd. They just listen. A lot of these young whippersnappers who are fans of Floyd Mayweather, check this out. The best that ever do it and get away with it in boxing. Especially from a business standpoint. They became Floyd Mayweather fans when he fought Manny Pacquiao in 2015. I can tell you that right now. When Floyd fought Manny Pacquiao, or I even go for him, when he fought Marcos Maidana, right? In 2014, that's when they became Floyd Mayweather fans. But definitely when he beat Manny Pacquiao right here. A lot of these dudes who I'm talking about the modern day Floyd Mayweather fans, that's when they became that's when they became fans. 6 years ago, right? They don't know this Floyd. They don't know Pretty Boy Floyd. They don't know Pretty Boy Floyd. They don't know him. They don't know Pretty Boy Floyd. They don't know Pretty Boy Floyd. See, they want to be money made, but they don't want to be Pretty Boy Floyd. Angel Man Freddy, Carlos Rios. You know what I mean? Emmanuel Augustus. You see what I'm saying? They don't want to be that. Diego Corrales. This was his signature fight. This was his signature fight at featherweight. This was his signature fight. Diego Corrales. Diego Corrales was the bad boy. Diego Corrales was the bad boy. I'm finna show you something. Shout out to Julio.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He say Strom, Whitaker, and Cortez was robbed against De La Hoya. You know. Johnny Blaze says Maidana beat Mayweather. I don't care what nobody say. Julio, man, shout out to Julio too, man. Once again, man, salute for the super chat. But this is what I'm saying though, dog. Like Floyd, you know, he saw Jesus Chavez. He fought Jose Luis Castillo. A lot of people say Floyd lost his first fight with Castillo. He ran it right back with him, beat him again, right? But I will say this. This fight here was more. I would say that Castillo, in my opinion, and I saw this fight twice. I got to look at it again to be sure. But I kind of gave Castillo the edge on this fight. Because Floyd, I think he had an injury or something. He said he had an injury. I don't know. You know what I mean? But yeah, I kind of gave him the edge on this fight. But I'm saying, look at who he fought. Look at his resume. Chop Corley. Chop Corley was a bad boy back then. Arturo Gotti, he beat the brake. Bro, listen, if you want to, listen, bro, I've never seen a fighter get beat this bad. But the only time I've seen a fighter get beat this bad is when Sugar Shane Mosley. Roy Jones Jr., my guy, Roy Jones Jr. When Roy Jones Jr., man, beat the brakes off of Vinny Paziano. When Roy Jones Jr. beat the brakes off of Vinny Paziano, that right there, bro, watch this fight right here. Sean Burt Mitchell, Zab Zuda. You know what I mean? Oscar De La Hoya, Ricky Hatton, Juan Manuel Marquez, Shane Mosley, Victor Ortiz, Miguel Cotto, Robert Guerrero, not a ghost. Let me count the ghost. Canelo Alvarez. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, look at this here. Manny Pacquiao, Marcos Maidana, Birdo, I give you Birdo, and even Conor McGregor. I ain't even count Conor McGregor. I'm just saying, so you know, like Floyd Mayweather, I remember when Floyd Mayweather was Pretty Boy Floyd. we're looking at Oscar De La Hoya. They fought all of the top guys. These dudes today, they don't understand this. They fought, shout out to the Queen Arlette. They fought all of the top guys. He said, of course, he said Pretty Boy Floyd was considered a knockout. Man, Pretty Boy Floyd was beating the brakes off of dudes, dog. He was beating the brakes off of dudes. I'm finna tell you something else, too. I'm finna tell you something else you don't know. So this for all these whippersnappers who became Floyd Mayweather fans in 2015 when he beat Manny Pacquiao. This is for them. Because all of these dudes all these new booties, they don't know nothing about the grind and the hustle that Floyd had to go through, right? They don't know that Floyd Mayweather couldn't sell fights. He wasn't a draw. Bob Arum used to talk the same stuff that Bob Arum used to talk about Bud Crawford. He said the same thing about Floyd Mayweather. They don't know this. Now, they don't know this. I remember this, right? And he allowed Floyd to buy his contract out, right? This fight right here was the last fight that Floyd Mayweather had with his uncle, Roger Mayweather. This fight right here, Floyd got beat up pretty bad in this fight. He won the fight in a unanimous decision, but his face was swole up, his nose was swole, he was bleeding. He got punched a lot in this fight. Miguel Cotto did not give two whats. He went at Floyd. It was one of the best fights I've ever seen. Miguel Cotto and Floyd Mayweather. After that fight, Floyd Mayweather got rid of his uncle Roger Mayweather, R.I.P. to Roger Mayweather. He hooked back up with his dad, and this when he started fighting more of the shoulder roll on the shoulder roll defense. Yes, and he became Money May after the De La Hoya fight, somewhere around that time. This when he became Money May after the De La Hoya fight. And he fought on a lot of the Mexican holidays, Cinco de Mayo weekend. He pretty much adopted that holiday to fight on. See, so when you tell me, let me go over here. Hold on. So when you tell me about, oh man, Coach don't know what he's talking about, and yada yada yada. This fighter this, and he'll beat all those dudes, and he ain't even got to fight them. We just know he'll beat them, and we're gonna put him on protective custody, and we're gonna what we're gonna do, like I look at you, let me show you how I look at you. Y'all, you already know where I'm going at. Y'all already know where I'm going at. Where my dog at? Where my dog at? Y'all, you already know where I'm going. When they're gonna telling me, when they're gonna talk, they look at me like I got 9 heads. They look at me. He say Floyd versus De La Hoya 97. Who you got? Oh, I got Pretty Boy Floyd all day. Too fast. Yeah, I saw your super chat. I read it. Oh, Jonathan, hold on. I think I read your super chat, Jonathan. Let me see. Yeah, I think I read it earlier. If I didn't, man, shout out to Simon.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that super chat. Bam on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
I think I read it, fam, but if I missed it, I do apologize. No, but you see what I'm saying though. So when they gonna telling me, yeah, man, he got to have more followers, and we don't need to see that fight. We automatically know what's gonna happen, and my fighters are like this is these new booties right here, dog. Like and what get me, I would say it's the young guys, but it's the old dudes too. It's the dudes my age. They be talking this new era talk stuff, and I just don't get it. Like when you're gonna tell me your fighter is that guy, we don't need to see this. This is how I look at you. This is how I'm looking at you. I'm like, bro, this is how listen. This is how I'm looking at him, dog. This is how I'm looking at him. We're looking at right now. Let's see. We're looking at Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao fought, fought Jesus, Moses, Abraham, Lot. We're looking at Manny Pacquiao. He fought Antonio Barrera. You know what I mean? He fought him. They don't have Juan Manuel Marquez. They don't have 1,000 fights. They had 4 fights. See what I'm saying? One of the Marquez was a damn good counterpuncher, bro. Fought Barrera. Fought Eric Morales. Hector Valquez. Eric Morales again. Another Eric Morales. They had some war. He fought Barrera again. Marquez, you know, they had 4 fights. He fought Oscar De La Hoya at a catchweight. He did fight him at a catchweight. Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, you know what I mean? At a catchweight. But I'm saying, look at these names. Margarito, known as the cheater. This guy is one of the biggest cheaters in the history of boxing, known for having dipping his hand, you know, in the powder in the hand rounds to make his hand a cast when it get wet, hitting the people with stone. Like literally, he had hands of stone for real. Just the biggest cheater in boxing. One of them. Sugar Shane Mosley. I don't know. I think he fight Shane Mosley at a catch, but I'm not sure. Marquez again. Timothy Bradley. Desert Storm. He got robbed in that fight. I'm saying though, Floyd Mayweather. So when you fought Adrian Broner, Keith Thurman, even the new era guy, when you tell me about your fighter, you know, he'll do this and he'll do that. This how I look at you. This how I look at you. I look at you real funny. When you're going to telling me all this talk about, yeah, man, you know, he'll do this. He don't need to fight these dudes because we automatically know what it's going to be. It's a foregone conclusion. That's how I'm looking at. I'm looking at you like I have a head turned sideways. Like what? Who raised you? Who raised you? You know what I mean? Like who raised you? Nah, that's how I'm looking at you. Because I grew up watching this dude fight everybody, Oscar De La Hoya. I grew up watching this dude, Manny Pacquiao, fighting everybody, win, lose, or draw. I grew up watching this dude, Pretty Boy Floyd, and then Money Mayweather fight everybody. I mean, it's maybe 1 or 2 people he missed on his resume. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm looking at these dudes sideways, though. That's all I'm saying. They have more fights on Twitter than anything. Arthur Hawkins says, he said, Coach, Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas, Anthony Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua fights. We thought we already won before the fight. Well, before the fight. Yeah. That's going to show you that people, we don't know shit. I didn't know Mike Tyson was in Japan snorting coke, not training. I didn't know that. Guess what? That ain't Buster Douglas' fault. Beat the brakes off Mike Tyson that night. Sure enough did. Beat his ass. We ain't making no excuses for him. And I was a fanboy of Mike Tyson. I cried, dog. I cried for a whole week, dog. A whole week. I was devastated. I was devastated. Don't, you feel me? He said calling out names on Twitter means nothing. Talking cheap, gonna be Tank versus Isaac Pitbull. Tank versus JoJo Diaz, why not? Solid opponent. Yeah, but JoJo Diaz is gonna fight, you know what I mean? JoJo Diaz is the mandatory to fight Devin Haney. You know, I would think that he would get that fight. Hector Garcia says, that Instagram, Twitter is just funny. Bro, I'm just saying, bro. These dudes be killing me, bro. They be killing me. They be killing me. He's diverse content to say, when you mention their favorite fighter, they start shaking like booty beat. Oh, bro, like they be killing me. Coach Pacquiao was pound for pound great because he beat Big and me in his whole career. Yeah, and Pacquiao came up from flyweight. Bro, they be killing me, dog. I automatically know I can't say I know how old they're, because a lot of the older dudes that's my age, I'm 47. You got dudes that's my age and older, they be saying the same thing. They be saying the same thing, dog. Like, oh, you know, my fighter, you know, let's go to Julio Cesar Chavez. Bro, they be, what about if we can go to Canelo? We didn't even go to Canelo. Hell, we didn't even go to Canelo. Because some of these dudes, they may not know who Chavez is, you know. So some of these new booties, they may not know who Chavez. Bro, I'm like, they be talking crazy to me, dog. They be talking crazy to me. Like, yo, man, we don't, you know, what he did to earn the fight. What he did. He ain't earned no damn fight. Bro, let's come on, man. I'm just saying though. Now, there is question about Canelo has been ducking several fighters. We have to put that there. But we'll discuss that another day. Another day we'll discuss that. But let's look at who he did fight. Billy Joe Saunders, this was an undefeated champion. This was a tomato can. He gets no credit for that for me. Callum Smith, yeah, you know, he was a champion. Sergey Kovalev, he was a champion. And people say Sergey was washed up and he had a fight 2.5 months ago. But I'm just showing you the names on the resume. I'm not going to argue the logistics of why he won and it was a setup fight. We ain't going through all that. We're just saying what's on this resume, right? You know, Daniel Jacobs, you know, Rocky Fielding, that was some trash. You know, but Rocky Fielding did have a belt, but Triple G, they fought twice. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., that dude, it's a name, but Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is trash. Let's be honest. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is trash, though. You know, he fought Mira Khan, the Mira Khan move. You know, Glass Jaw. We call him Glass Joe. Miguel Cotto, I think he fought him at a catchweight. I'm not sure. Or maybe he didn't fight him at a catchweight. I'm not sure. James Kirkland, he fought Laura. You know, fought Floyd Mayweather, Austin Trout, Teofimo Lopez, Shane Mosley. You know, now we can argue. He fought Ricky Hatton, brother. We can argue, you know, whether these guys was past their prime, and we can argue that. But I'm just saying, just look at the names on the resume. That's all I'm saying. I'm just looking at the names. So at least he fought these guys. I'm you know, I want to see a Teofimo Lopez on and I want to see a Tank Davis on Teofimo Lopez's resume. Let's go here. Let's look at Devin Haney. Devin Haney. Oh, that dude, that resume don't. You know, resumes don't win fights, though. Resumes don't win fights, guys. But I'm doing all that to prove a point. What I'm trying to say is the fighters that I grew up watching, dog, fought everybody. I don't even want to talk about Lennox Lewis. And I hate Lennox Lewis. I don't want to talk about Larry Holmes. I don't even want to talk about Marvin Hagler. Marvin Hagler had his 40s. He had his 40th or 40-something fight. But it took him, he had to have 40-something fights before he even got a shot at the title. Before he even got a shot at the title. He said, why didn't you judge Floyd's resume like this? I'm judging his resume right now. Floyd got a good resume. Floyd got a good resume. Shit. Look at the names on his resume. We ain't gonna count Conor McGregor. That don't count. Manny Pacquiao, Maidana, Canelo, Miguel Cotto, Victor Ortiz, Shane Mosley, Marquez, Ricky Hatton, Oscar De La Hoya, Carlos Boldemir. You know what I mean? Zab Zuda, Shambra Mitchell, Arturo Gotti, bruh. Chop Corley at that time was a bad boy. Jose Castillo. Listen, we judging it. We judging it. Listen, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, Brian. Bon Scott said resumes don't win fights, but it's good to actually have a decent one. Resumes don't win fights, but guess what? How do you grade a fighter? See, people say that, Bon Scott. Resumes don't win a fight. You're right about that, but guess what? How do you grade a fighter on his past accomplishments? You grade him based on who he fought. When they talk about Tyson Fury, Fury fans are gonna say, well, Fury beat Vladimir Klitschko and Deontay Wilder. They're gonna bring that up because that's on his resume. Somebody may say, well, resume don't win no fights, but they're still gonna bring that up. You get what I'm saying? He said, poor Haney went with booty meat resume. Oh man, you know. Yeah, Floyd fought listen, man. Listen, Floyd Mayweather was a bad boy. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is this. When you tell me that your fighter, these new booty, these 2015 and up boxing fans, casuals, and even these old dudes that's my age, when they go to talking this new age stuff, you got to have this and you ain't got no following, and you don't deserve the right, and you got to earn this, and you got to know how to play basketball, hit 3-pointers. You know, how many Twitter followers you have. You got to know how to type in all caps, and you know, you got to be down with certain YouTube channels, and your popularity. When they go to talking to me about their fighter, this saying all this crazy stuff, talking all this jibber jabber. This is how I'm looking at them. I'm like, what? Like this nigga say what I did? Did he say what I just thought he said? He said his fighter pound for pound, dead or alive, based on what? What is that based on? This is me. This is how I look at him. This is how I look at these dudes, man. He said Marvin Hagler fought 2 young guys too. You know, there was no you got a belt, easy route. No. Hey, Diallo Hughley. Exactly, man. Exactly. I'm just saying, bro, there's countless fighters I can bring up. Countless. Diallo Huggy Bell. It's countless. You hit the nail right on the head, dog. Countless fighters. Oh, wait a minute. He said, Coach, no one is talking about this fight. Fulton versus Figueroa. Oh, that's going to be a day, bro. I'm glad you brought it up. That's going to be a damn good fight, boy. For a unification fight. That's going to be a damn good fight. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm looking forward to seeing this fight. I'm looking forward to seeing this fight.
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fighting other balls.
Hey, Jonathan, thank you for bringing that up, fam. Fulton and Figueroa, that's going to be a damn good fight. That's how I be looking at these dudes, though. That's all I'm saying. Talking all that jibber jabber, man. That's what they be doing, dog. You know, trying to sell me on it. Man, you don't know what you talking about. Who, you know. And that's what pissed me off about. Listen, this is what's pissing me off. Listen, let me tell you something, bro. This is what pissing me off when Floyd say this, dog.
Anything at all?
This team gonna take care of that. That's what they do. I mean, our thing is this. We work smarter, not harder. So everything in-house. Yeah. They want the promotions, PBC. I mean, we all one family, so we're not gonna go nowhere. Maybe another company brings. So we got plenty of fighters. They said 140, 135.
Now, the problem I have with what Floyd Mayweather is saying right here, guys, is this. This is the promoter talking. The problem I have is this. When he was begging to get these big fights, and he was begging, him and Oscar De La Hoya was on with the same promotion company. They were with Top Rank. When he was begging to get these big fights, he had to finally, Bob Arum allowed him to buy his contract out in order for him to get this De La Hoya fight. When he was begging to get these fights, he did not have that mentality. Oh, we go. What if Bob Arum would have said we're gonna keep everything in-house? What if I think Zabzuda was promoted by Don King at the time? I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, guys. But what if, let's say if he was with Don King, what if Don King would have said, no, baby boy, you can't fight Zabzuda. We keep everything in-house. What if Arturo Gotti's promoter said, no, baby boy, you can't fight Arturo Gotti. You know what I mean? We keep everything in-house. He never would have got these fights. You get what I'm saying? He never would have got these fights. Floyd know better than this. Because if promoters would have did that to him when he was fighting, who was on the other side of the street, guess what? He never would have got these fights. What if Bob, let's see. Was Manny Pacquiao with Bob Arum in 2015, guys? I think he was. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah. Bob Arum, listen, Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was still with Top Rank when he fought Floyd Mayweather. What if, and everybody came out for this fight. This fight broke pay-per-view records, right? What if Bob Arum would have said, I believe in working smarter, not harder. I'm not going to make another promotional company rich. I'm not going to make Floyd Mayweather promotional company rich. I'm not going to do any business with the PBC. We believe in working. We never would have got that fight. What if De La Hoya would have told Floyd Mayweather, I believe in working smarter, not harder, and we're not gonna make another promotional company rich like him in the PBC. Canelo can't fight Floyd Mayweather. What if they would have did that? You see how I flipped that? So when you're going to tell me that this guy shouldn't fight Philly Fly, what you say, fam? He said, I'm tired of these fans talking like their favorite fighter don't need to fight. Philly Fly.
What?
Philly Fly.
Yeah.
Philly Fly say, man, I'm telling you, he say if they're that easy, then prove it. Listen, Floyd Mayweather had to prove about getting in the ring. You get what I'm saying, though? That when these dudes be talking like that, I be looking at them like, what? This how I be looking at them, dog. Like, what if De La Hoya would have said, you know what, Floyd? I'm putting Canelo Alvarez on the Golden Boy Promotions protection program. You ain't gonna get an opportunity to fight him because we don't believe in making another promotional company rich. We never would have got that fight. Do you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? He says Floyd is doing the same thing to Al. It's all about payback. But you get what I'm saying, though. I hope I'm making myself clear. I said, look what happened when he fought a C-class on fighting Barrios. You think Floyd really wants to risk Davis losing that O? But I believe, but guess what? It's a possibility he won't lose it. You see what I'm saying? He said, damn, Tank, do you have the exclamation to wipe your ass? You get what I'm saying? He said, coach on fire with these points. Old school lesson, being taught. But you get what I'm saying, though? Like, I believe Tank could beat these dudes. He said, I meant to say Floyd is doing the same thing Bob did to him. And Al, when he kept fighting, when they kept Bradley fighting Pac-Man. Yeah, man. You see what I'm saying? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. So when they go to telling me, oh man, he don't deserve no fight with Tank. Oh man, Tank, he ain't on Tank level. Tank, Tank a pay-per-view star. He did 200,000 pay-per-view buys. Bruh, and Floyd Mayweather, this is the problem that I have with Floyd Mayweather saying this. Because if Bob Arum, if De La Hoya, if Oscar, if Bob Arum would have had that same attitude when Floyd tried to fight Manny Pacquiao, we never would have got that fight. If Oscar De La Hoya would have had that same attitude that Floyd is having with Tank, putting him in protective custody, he never would have sacrificed a 23-year-old Canelo Alvarez to fight Floyd Mayweather. That fight never would have happened. You follow me so far? Are you following me? You see what I'm saying? Are you following me? If hell, Canelo is fighting a PBC fighter. If let's say Al Heyman say, look here, man, we believe in working smarter, not harder. We ain't gonna put Caleb Plant in there. You ain't gonna be able to fight to become undisputed, Canelo. Even though Caleb Plant can beat Canelo and become undisputed, or vice versa. You see what I'm saying, though? He said they would bash De La Hoya back then by saying some crazy stuff. Exactly, heck. Exactly, man. But they saying it now. That's what they saying it now. And you got these modern day boxing fans. I can't say that. I'm not gonna say they're young. Because you got some of the young ones, but they don't know no better. I give them a pass. But you got some of the modern day boxing fans that's my age. Pro PBC fight fanboys. This is what they be doing, dog. Come on, man. He said because boxing is the only sport where your career record directly affects your brand and shelf life. Sports teams can afford to lose because their fan base is strong. Yeah, man. But I'm just saying though, like, you gotta be willing to take that chance. Shout out to Sport Icons. Hey, okay. He said, stop with the facts, coach. Fanboys don't like facts. They like their narratives. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. Listen, Sport Icons. So when they tell me, this fighter don't deserve to fight this fighter and all that stuff there, and regardless of who the fighter may be, I look at you crazy. That's how I look at you. Like, do you really believe this? That's how I'm looking at you. Like, bruh. When I see Oscar De La Hoya fought all these dudes with names on his resume. Manny Pacquiao fought all these dudes on his resume. Floyd Mayweather got all these big names on his resume. Canelo Alvarez, whether you agree or not, when he picked and chose them, he got some names on his resume. And then when I point this out, I'm crazy now. When I point out, let's go to Devin Haney. Hold on, let's Tank Davis. Let's go to Devin Haney. Let's go to Devin Haney. And I look at Josh Taylor. This boy Josh Taylor fought in the goddamn tournament. Let's pull up Josh Taylor too, man. Let's pull up Josh Taylor. Let's do that. Let's pull up Josh Taylor. Devin Haney only had 26 fights. Jorge Linares and Yorkis and Gamboa. And that's it. That's it. Thank Gamboa 40. And Jorge Linares, but he got those two. He got those two. So that's it. That's all I'm saying. So when you're going to tell me about your favorite fighter, dog, like I'm telling you, John, let's look at Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor fighting. He in tournaments. Sorry about that. He had to fight in the tournament, won the Muhammad Ali award. Look at this dude right here, man. This dude, he'll fought every goddamn body in this division. Literally. Oh, he's a Capricorn like me. Okay. Undisputed lightweight champion. Light welterweight champion. Sorry about that. Fought all the belts. He got the WBA, the IBF, the Ring Magazine, WBC, WBO titles, defeated Jose Ramirez in America, came to another country, fought him. Fought in the tournament, won the Muhammad Ali award. This what I'm talking about. This what I'm talking about. This dude right here. Regis program. The man fought in the tournament, bro. Fought everybody. It wasn't no you on the wrong side of the screen and all that. It wasn't none of that with Josh Taylor. So I when you're gonna telling me about your fighter, this how I'm looking at you. I just want to let you know. I'm saying for me, this how I'm looking at him. This how I'm looking at him. I'm just saying for me. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying for me. This how I'm looking at him, dog. Cause I know better. I know better. You see what I'm saying? He said, same old youngins talking nonsense. No disrespect, but they do. Twitter is bad for real fighters. Oh yeah, they be fighting. Listen, all the undisputed matches happen on Twitter. That's all I'm saying, bro. When I hear fighters telling me, yeah, you don't deserve a fight with this fighter. Listen, man, as I said before, Floyd Mayweather, I totally take Tank out of protective custody. You're trying to protect him because when you was a fighter, you got the fights. Oscar De La Hoya didn't do you like that when you wanted to fight Canelo, or vice versa. Who was this? We got Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao fought Jesus, Moses, Lot, Abraham. De La Hoya fought everybody. Moved up in weight, fought. He won some, he lost some. Oh, I can show you Bernard Hopkins. I can show you Sugar Shane Mosley. I can give you Pernell Whitaker. The list goes on and on and on. That's all I'm saying, though. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So when you come over here, know that you better have something to substantiate your fanboyism of a particular fighter. When you come over here, know that you better be bringing something to the table, because boy, I got a whole lot of receipts I can show you. And I know what you're gonna say. Well, you can't believe Wikipedia. Wikipedia ain't all the way true. Man, damn that these people fought these people. These fights actually happened. So don't tell me about your favorite fighter. If your favorite fighter's in the weight division and he ain't fighting the other champions and you making excuses for why he shouldn't fight another champion, and the promoter is saying that we ain't thinking about fighting those other guys, we got in-house fights we can make, this is how I'm looking at you. This is how I'm looking at you. When you're going to tell me, oh man, this dude ain't fought nobody and he got to earn the right to fight him. And yeah, he a champion. Listen, when Leonard Ellerbe tell me who is Josh Taylor, Josh Taylor ain't nobody. He is the only undisputed fighter in men's boxing right now. Who is Josh Taylor? He ain't fought nobody. The man is the undisputed light welterweight champion of the world right now. Got the Muhammad Ali award, everything. Ring Magazine, all that. That's who he is. That's who he is. When you're going to tell me that, this is how I look at you. When Leonard Ellerbe tells me, oh man, Josh Taylor ain't nobody, he ain't nobody, this is how I'm looking at you. When you're going to tell me Mario Barrios, he had a whole country behind him, this is how I'm looking at you. Oh man, Teofimo got to build his resume up. He don't deserve no side of that Tank or Devin Haney. He can't knock nobody. They don't have to fight each other. This is how I'm looking at you. How many Twitter followers he got? This is how I'm looking at you. Man, you a hater. You a hater. You don't know nothing about you don't know what you're talking about. This is how I'm looking at you. The man is on protective custody. Tank Davis, one of my favorite fighters. Floyd Mayweather said it right here. That we not trying to make another promotional company rich. That's what he said, right? I didn't say it, Floyd Mayweather said it. We have plenty of fights with the PBC and Mayweather promotions that Tank can get. That's what he said, right? That's protective custody talk to me. I'm 47. I'm telling you, dog, that's protective custody fight. Talk. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's protective custody talk. Any promoter, so all you new booties and old school cats who using this new booty narrative, guess what? This is protective custody talk right here. We believe in fighting. We believe in fighting on working smarter, not harder. This is protective custody talk right here. I don't care what nobody else say. And if you following that narrative, guess what? You just following the narrative. Because guess what? Floyd Mayweather fought, when he fought all these names, all these other promoters who promoted these guys, they could have said the same thing to Floyd to prevent him from making these mega fights that he's saying right now. I like Floyd Mayweather, but he's dead wrong on this as it relates to the sport of boxing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If that's hate, I don't know what I'm talking about, and all that stuff there, this is how I'm looking at you right now. That's why I don't pay these dudes no attention. I don't pay these dudes no attention. For what? I clearly know, I say these niggas don't know, they don't know what the hell they talking about. That's all I'm saying. This is how I'm looking at them. Like, for real, though. That's how I look at them, though. You see what I'm saying? I don't show y'all countless. Listen, you see how I took what Floyd Mayweather said out of his own mouth and showed it to you, showed you his resume and explained to you this is how he was able to get those top fights, but yet he's denying. Listen, Floyd Mayweather is denying Tank Davis the very same right that he had, the very same opportunity that he had when he was a younger fighter. When Floyd Mayweather was a younger fighter, he was blessed to get the opportunities to fight the big fights and the signature fights. That cemented his career as a fighter. Now, the same opportunities that he had when he was a fighter, he's denying Tank those opportunities. Protective custody. That's what it is. Mario Barrios got a whole country behind him, but Josh Saylor's a nobody. Man, don't nobody know who Mario Barrios is. We know that. We know that. That's cap. That's cap. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, dog. So there you go. I don't laid it out for you. The man is in protective custody. And I don't care if you're a diehard Tank Davis fan. I love Tank Davis myself. But guess what? You have to admit that now. I don't laid it out for you. You can't get around this. Oh, you can't. Listen. Boy, listen. You can't get around what I just showed today. You can't get around Oscar De La Hoya. You can't get around Floyd Mayweather's resume. You can't get around this. What do you have to say about this? Nothing. You ain't got nothing to say. Bodied. You ain't got nothing to say. Because guess what? Floyd was able to get those, and he's denying Tank Davis. He's denying Tank Davis his signature fights. He's denying Tank Davis a Teofimo Lopez fight. He's denying Tank Davis a Shakur, not Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney fight. He's denying Tank Davis a Lomachenko fight. When you had these same caliber fights when you was younger, Floyd. Shout out to Jonathan.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, hey, Coach, Josh Taylor has a whole country, Ireland. Yeah. He said Tank versus T.O. the B-side as T.O. 80 million worth of prize money if you bet on him. What belt Tank have? T.O.'s pay-per-view. I have T.O. slight favorite. Yeah, y'all can have all that. Pay-per-view, all that. Y'all can have all that. That's all I'm saying. He said, Floyd said at the presser, I have to say no. No, Tank. I'm like, there it is right there. Yeah. That's protective custody. That's protective custody, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's protective custody. Listen, that's protective custody, man. That's all I'm saying, man. So, bro, you can take that to the other channels. You can take that to the other channels. But boy, when you come over here, this how the old boy gonna be looking at you. I don't care. Like, but did you really say that? Bro. Oh boy, that's how I'm looking at these dudes, man. They looking at me like I got 9 heads though. When I say, man, these dudes are top fighters, they champions, they need to be fighting each other. They looking at me like I got 9 heads. Like I don't went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And then they like to reference Floyd. They always reference Floyd. But guess what? That argument is so flawed because when I bring Floyd up, it showed you all of the top names that Floyd fought, and he was not denied the right to fight these top names. And I throw it right back at them. They get quiet and ain't got nothing to say. They get quiet and ain't got nothing to say. Because guess what? I am the narrative killer. I destroy all the narratives. They get quiet and ain't got nothing to say. They ain't got nothing to say, dog. That's all I'm saying. They ain't got nothing to say. Because they like to use Floyd a lot. Then when I said, well, Floyd fought this dude, that dude. Look how many title defenses he had. Look how many former champions he fought. Look how many Hall of Famers he fought. Look how many big names he beat. What you were saying about your fight again? You's a hater. Well, how much money he making? How many Twitter followers he got? They got to go to that. They got to go to that. Bruh, they got to go to that now. Twitter followers. I mean, how fast he type on Twitter? Did he hit it on all caps? He got more gold chains around his neck. You clout chasing. This what they do. This what they do, bro. This what they do. I'm just telling you. Y'all like to use Floyd. Let's use Floyd then. Blow the whole narrative up. See what I do? I take their weapon, whatever their weapon of choice is. Oh, this is your narrative. This is your strongest argument. Let me go ahead and bust that up right quick. Once you destroy the narrative, you destroy them. They leave. They go. Vamoose. They go. That's how you kill them. They go. Vamoose. All right, listen, man. Listen, man. Yeah, hey, man, hey, salute. Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, man. Listen, man, shout out to everybody, man, in the chat, man. Give everybody a round of applause, man. Hey, that's how we blow them up over here, man. We body bag and toe tag over here, man. We gonna salute everybody, man. Shout out to my brother Hector Garcia.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Solo Dolo.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Pugilism.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rob, Real, Shows.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my brother Sporting Icons. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Y'all please subscribe. I watch this stuff every day. Sporting Icon. And then but a few channels I watch.
Hey, okay.
Where I can get some real good boxing content and no drama. Not the Chitlin Show. Not the Chitlin Show with the Jerry Springer Show.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Danny. What's going on?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Pugilism. Shout out to Rob Real Shows. Shout out to Eliza. Shout out to my brother Philly Fly, man. Got the barbershop over there in the UK, man. If you're in the UK, man, look up my dog Philly Fly, man. Look my dog up, man. Yeah, look up my dog Philly Fly, man. Do that there for the old boy, man. I don't know what's part of London he's at, but look him up, man. Follow him on Instagram too. Shout out to the Queen, Bless 365.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Danny. What's going on, fam? Shout out to my brother Diverse Conscious. What's going on, my brother? James Hickey. Paul Evans. Salute to Paul Evans and salute to Ava and her little brother.
Hey, okay.
Salute to my brother Charlo.
Hey, okay.
If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to Bon Scott. Shout out to Dragon Leg. Whoop-ah! Shout out to Philly Fly once again.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jonathan. Shout out to South Paul Killer.
Hey, okay.
James Hickey, what's happening, bro? Shout out to Javon Soto.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Gilbert Ramirez. What's going on, my brother? Shout out to Thomas Jones, my brother Thomas.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Brian Flores. Shout out to James Hickey. Shout out to Yuri.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Almighty 377.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Golly Toski.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Kobe Love. Shout out to Space Wolf.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Melvin.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we have? Egg Shake Forum.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to South Paul Killer.
Hey,
okay. Shout out to who else we have, man? Say Egg Shake Forum. Bon Scott in the building. Bon Scott is in the building. Shout out to Jonathan Simon. Shout out to Jay Triller.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my main man Hector Garcia, Big Heck in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my main man Jawan who was here earlier. Shout out to the Queen Arlette. Shout out to the Queen Bless 365. Shout out to the Queen Lady Shan who was here earlier. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bells.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Queen Nick Rich and the Queen Arlette.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Bon Kiki. What's going on? What's going on, bro? Shout out to Kenny.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Dragon Leg once again. Shout out to Uwapo. What's going on, Uwapo? What the lick read, baby? Shout out to Big Will in the building. We got Big Will, Uwapo. We got I think that's it. Big Heck, Big Money Texas in the building. Big Money Texas. What's happening, man? Salute, man. Dimitar, what the lick read? Anthony Evelyn, what's going on, fam? Louis James, what's happening, bro? Big Lou. Lou in the building. GB Guthrie, what's happening? Arthur Hawkins, what's going on? Jeff Lucietta, what the lick read, man? Southpaw Killer once again. And I think we got everybody, man. Once again, it's our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out for New Media Today USA Boxing. See you guys tomorrow, guys. 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Remember, guys, listen, when they go to talking about their favorite fighter and this and that, this is how we got to look at them. This is how we got to look at them, though. This is how you look at them. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing to them. Just roll your eyes like this. Just roll your eyes like that, though. Hey, you think this meme funny? Smoke some weed and look at this. I promise you, you'll be laughing for about an hour and a half. Smoke some weed and watch this, and it'll have you laughing, bro. I promise you. You gotta smoke some of the stickies up the icky, though. Some of the stickies up the icky. Smoke some weed and watch that, bro. Other than that, this is boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out, man. New Media Today USA Boxing. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to the New Media Today USA Boxing family. We holla at y'all. We see you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. New to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, and share this video. And other than that, please subscribe. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on,